Well, hello everybody. There we go. Black screen for a while there. Hello. We're waving on Macon this time. Hello. Oh, never mind. He got tired there because I toggled the chat off. That's funny. Yeah, welcome guys to another video. So the last one we did was a meaty boy. It was like 7 hours long. It was pretty tough. Now I've heard that the next primal we're fighting is not that hard actually, which is interesting to me. The next primal has amazing music. Really iconic character, really cool big thing for the anthology. A fun, awesome moment, and it's got good music with it. But what happens to me usually when I do that in the roulettes is the music kicks in. It's like got this long slow bit, and then the music kicks in, and they do like this big animation. They do essentially like their version of Hellfire, but it's like scripted in the middle of the fight. Well, a lot of them are going to be like that, right? But anyway, it's like this big moment, and then the music kicks in. And every time I do it in the roulettes, then the fight is over straight away, like 2 hits, and then it's done. So you never really get to... Okay, I'm exaggerating slightly, but you get maybe 10 to 15 seconds of the music. And then it's over. So I have been really looking forward to the next primal fight this whole time, because we're going to be doing it on an extreme. And if anything, it means we'll get to listen to the music. Now, a lot of people are telling me it's quite an easy boss as well. So... even on extreme, so I'm actually genuinely looking forward to it because we'll get the the full suite of everything. However, the last part was very long. There are certain elements of 2.3 that we still haven't covered, so I figured I'd do one more bonus episode here. This will probably be a bit shorter today. I know I say that almost every time, and it almost never is. But what we'll be looking at here today is there are 3 dungeons, obviously, that came in with the patch. The new one is called Hullbreaker Isle. It's like treasure hunting in Limsa. Then there are 2 hard mode new additions that we'll be playing. Let me look over at my Google Docs here. The new ones we're doing is going to be Satasha. There's a hard mode version of Satasha. And we return to the Sunken Temple of Khan as well. If you remember those. Satasha was like the first dungeon, I think. Right? And this time I think we fight a big Kraken. That's got a pretty cool boss there. And then the Sunken Temple of Khan is obviously the Pyramid Egypt kind of adventure with the... the weird puzzles as you go along in that area of the world that I had never unfogged. Well, it was like the last area of the world that I'd unfogged. So yeah, we got those. Oh wait, no, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. It's not those. I was reading too far down on the docs. It's Tam-Tara, Deepcroft, and the Stone Vigil today. Which is quite good, because obviously the main story brought Kurthus back into it a little bit. So we will be looking at that. And then there's one other thing that I want to do. It's just those 2 dungeons. And one other thing that I want to do, which is a new side story. So there's the Hildebrand side story going on right now. There's another one. It's called the Delivery Moogle storyline. And they are not blue quests, they're yellow quests, so kind of easy to miss. I don't know if I've ever done them. See, like if I go on Macon here, right? Macon is obviously several expansions into the game. And huge amounts of shit keeps unlocking at Mordona, alright? As you go through these expansions. But if we go look at Macon, by the way, I'm feeling very weird about Macon being on a warrior all the time now. When he is, of course, in his heart of hearts, a monk. So let's have him as a monk here for now. So there's a lot of quests here, but look at this. Oh, guys. I have 2, I don't know why, a level 15 one. These must be crafter classes ones. And look at that. I have a refrain for the Undaunted, not sure what that is. This is repeatable, we can never get rid of it. I've done all the quests here. And the Moogle quest starts here? So, I guess I've done it before, but I don't remember ever doing anything about delivery Moogles. Not in my own time, not on Twitch. I really don't know, so we'll do that today and we'll see how it goes. Obviously not on Macon. The other reason I'm on Macon here is I just wanted to have a quick look at that pose he strikes here. Look at the monk animations as well, they're so good. We still got to set these up, actually. We haven't really seen... Oh, but we don't have the emotes unlocked on Trema yet. We get those in the first X pack. So the other reason I wanted to look here is estate. So the lottery, it's still in the entry period. Obviously, it's been 2 days. These 2 days have gone so fast for me, guys. It's weird. I swear to God, I just looked at the clock and it was the middle of October. It's like nearing the end of October now. Like there were lots of orange on the trees. We're getting very, very Halloween-y at the moment. I cannot believe the back half of this month is just blinded through. Anyway, it doesn't tell me how many people are in the lottery. It tells me I have number 2. That's like my ticket, right? It's essentially like a raffle, right? What's the difference between a raffle and a lottery? Just scale? Just size? Anyway, so I don't know. I guess next time this might have done something. I doubt I'll get lucky. I don't know. I am assuming now there's like 5, 6, 7, 8 people in that. But yeah, we'll see. All right, okay, so that's it. That's all I wanted to show on Macon. We'll be over to Trema now for the rest of the episode. And, yeah, I guess we'll start with a dungeon. How many people are here right now? Can we squeeze in a dungeon straight away? It might be cool to do the delivery Moogle stuff while weaving dungeons in. Whoops, I messed that up. We need to... No, I misclicked. Ugh. This cursor. This is actually the bigger cursor. Tales of love and loss and fate. I think fate is the last one. Yeah, anyway. Hello to everybody who has made it here live. Hope you guys are all having a good day. Let me change my YouTube UI there a little bit. Oh, what's this message? To better facilitate the login process, the display of character information has been simplified. Please use the retrieve character data subcommand if you're re-editing your character's appearance or if they require a name change. This is a good example of all the weird spaghetti that's underneath FF14. As good as they are at the content and just putting a lot of content in. Look at that world map, by the way. High resolution world map. How good is that? That's insane. It'd be so nice if that was the one I actually experienced in-game here. But it's just so not. I wonder if there's a penumbra thing for that. I forget what I was saying. Hello to everyone, basically, I guess. Right, so we're going to start, I guess. Let's do one of the hard mode dungeons first. Excuse me. Since I guess those will be a little bit easier to, you know, collect. The quests are probably going to be a little bit more basic, a little bit more simple. So, I guess I'll just do it in order here. The Tam-Tara Deepcroft unlocked this episode. It's probably one of the guys right here in this bar. Oh no, we're in the solar with Minfilia. We don't want to be in here. Let's move on out. What we want to do is get the quest called the Corpse Groom. The Corpse Groom is given to us in Uldar, actually, by Peo Rayo at the Steps of Nald. So let's have a look here. The Corpse Groom. Well, the Steps of Nald is the exact area that the Aetheryte comes from, so that's good. Right, let me turn my game up here as well, so I don't end up messing up the volumes for you guys, which we did last time. Actually, I haven't looked back at that video and reviewed just how bad that situation was there. It could happen to you. The Rise and Fall of Gentlemen. Corpse Groom, over there, level 50. It's near one of the Chocobo Porters. Oh, good times, right, guys? We're now already in that situation where we'd never use a Chocobo Porter again because, yeah, we have mounts, right? Like, so what would be the point of that? Oh my God, John, are you you're doing like members at the start of every episode? Thank you. I'm really scared of this. I almost said this last time. I'm really scared of the idea that the success of this series and getting new members is all on the backs of one man. I appreciate it ungodly amount. Thank you very, very, very much for that. That's very nice of you. But please don't spend more money than you're comfortable with or whatever. Because that's crazy to me. Thank you very much for... So look at this, guys. It would seem that if you've been here early on the last few episodes, you managed to catch it live. You managed to get a free membership, really. That's amazing. Thank you, dude. Okay, so the Corpse Groom. Peo Rayo looks as though he has seen a ghost. I honestly thought this was a Halloween quest. Didn't we speak to this guy before and I thought it was Halloween? Did we make him jump? Huh? Why, you're Trema, the famous adventurer. Thank the gods for bringing you here. This is very on theme, isn't it, with Halloween? I love the chocobos in the background over there. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Peo Rayo, one of the many faceless adventurers struggling to make their way in Eorzea. Forgive me if I sound bitter. I don't begrudge you your renown. Your superiority as an adventurer was obvious to me long before you became a household name. Our paths crossed near Satasha, you see. Hard to believe we moved in similar circles back then. Oh, did we? We part of... Wait, are you from like one of these other adventuring bands? Oh my God, Anve, thank you, dude. I did not say that as a bait to get somebody else to do something, but that's very nice. Thank you very much. There you go, 5 more memberships for people. Thank you. On the backs of 2 men, then. I guess so, yeah. which does feel better. Thank you very much, Ambe. Thank you. The autopilot of the Choco Porters is still chill? Yeah, that's a good point. It is still fairly chill. But, you know, usually when I'm questing, I just want to get around, you know. I want to teleport around and I want to move fast. I don't know. Maybe that's starting to play in the game too much. Speaking of which, do you perchance remember having met a conjurer named Edda around that time? I do, actually. We used to adventure together, she and I, and 2 others. Yeah, this is the healer. Our little group didn't last very long, though. Oh, I see. I remember. Okay, yeah, I've been told about this. So, this is the story. This is the continuation of that girl that was, yeah, she was outside Tam-Tara, and she was like a fangirl of ours. I really don't like that term. And then she failed to heal her, like, boyfriend, and he died, and she was going to quit. But then she was inspired by us, and she continued along. And that was the last we heard of her. That was about 2/3 of the way into the base game, and we haven't heard of her since. So now, when the hard mode version of this dungeon's coming back... So Tam-Tara... So remember how there's this underground nation, Gelmora, beneath Gridania? I think Tam-Tara is, like, our only little glimpse of it. We went there before, obviously. It was the big open chasm that you slowly spiral around, breaking those, like, glyphic seals as you go, right? I think that was it. So anyway, Tam-Tara was where we met her, and now we're doing the hard mode version of it. That story's going to progress, and then what's going to happen, guys, is in the first expansion, at the end of the first expansion, they're going to add a whole new type of dungeon called a deep dungeon, and we'll cover that when we get to it, right? But this deep dungeon continues the story further, so this is like the middle bit, I guess. And I don't really remember what it said here, so let's run through. Let's put our depth on as well here. Our little group didn't last very long. Things fell to pieces when Avir, our leader, and Edda's fiancé, met his end in the Tam-Tara Deepcroft. Harsh words were exchanged, and we all went our separate ways. Since then, I've been getting by on my own. Truth be told, I hadn't planned on seeing any of my former comrades again, but then this letter arrived from Edda containing an invitation to her wedding. She's getting married, a new fiancé. Now, I know what you're thinking, I should be happy for her. And I was, until I noticed the name of her groom-to-be. It was none other than Avir. Okay, I don't remember this story. What? Did she, like, summon him necromantic style? You'll notice, by the way, guys, there is no, like, necromancer in this game, right? There is the Reaper, which is like a melee, heavy armored-ish sort of feeling thing. I don't think that really counts. There's not, like, a magey death... It's not like a necromancer, you know. There's obviously not really minion builds. I mean, there's the summoner, and soon there'll be the beastmaster, and there are like, but they don't really feel like minion-y builds in this game, really. I guess because of server stuff and whatever again. But anyway, they don't really, even based on theme, they don't have a caster that's purely like evil magics. You might say black mage instinctively, but I don't think that that's right. A black mage feels more like an elementalist, you know. They're about manipulating thunder, ice, and fire. And the Conjurer is about earth, wind, water. What's the other one for the Conjurer? We were playing it. What'd I get? I got earth. I got arrow. What was my third thing? Then I just had healing spells. Anyway, look, so there's not like a deathy kind of thing, so, but maybe she's turned from the way of the Conjurer to that. Oh, she unlocked Raise. Oh, that's a cool idea. Maybe she just raised him. Holy shit. Darren says, thanks for your FFX2 walkthrough. Thanks, man. It helped you out a lot. That's awesome. Did it help you, Darren, did it help you in the maths cave? I'm curious whether my guide helped you in the maths cave in the Thunder Plains. You'll have to let me know. Now, I know what you're thinking. I should be happy for her, and I was until I noticed the name of the groom to be. It was none other than Avir. What's more, the venue for the ceremony is to be the Tam-Tara Deepcroft. Now, that's fucked up. The very place the poor fellow died. Something isn't right, I tell you. Spooky. Ooh, this is very good timing with Halloween. Now, in the letter, Edda wrote that Liavine, that's the fourth member of our group, had already agreed to attend. They chanced to meet each other recently, from what I could gather. Now, not knowing what to make of it all, I thought it wise to consult Levian about the whole strange affair before replying, but last I heard she'd joined the Scions of the Seventh Dawn and didn't have the first idea how to go about tracking her down. Not until the greatest scion of them all appeared. Okay, wait. Was she in the recruitment quest that we did? But that was recruiting for the Crystal Braves. She joined the Scions? Did she join the Scions and then die when it got attacked by Livia? Is that what happened? Could you tell me where I might find her? Am I explaining she died at the hands of Livia? Oh, she did. Oh, my God. Oh, I managed to bumble my way through that. In the lich yard of the Church of St. Adam and Lamanda. I'm sorry, I don't. Slain in an imperial raid, you say? By the 12, I had no idea. Oh, this is great. Look, all the pieces coming together. When did this happen? While the Black Wolf still lived. Then how can it be that Liavine met Edda recently? Gods, I don't know what to believe. I really hate her name. Can I just learn how to say this properly? Here we go. Leavin. I'm going to say it that way. Leavin. How did Leavin meet Edda recently? Gods, I don't know what to believe. By the way, isn't Edda a main character or villain or something in 9? Is it 9 that Edda, or is it 8? My memory of 8 is fading fast. No, Edda's in 8, isn't it? Isn't Edda in 8? Jesus, I don't know. If it isn't too much to ask, I'd be most grateful if you'd show me Leavin's grave. I almost forgot how I decided to pronounce it there. We didn't always see eye to eye, but she had a good heart, and if she's truly, well, I need to pay my respects. Please meet me at the lit yard. Edda is 8. Oh, is it Edea? Holy crap, it's not E-double-D-A. It's Edea. I feel like I recognise it from one of the other games. I'd be much obliged if you could show me Leavin's grave. Please, meet me at the church, at the lit yard. Okay, yeah, let's do it. Wow, this is cool. I'm 1,000 times more into this than when I first played it, I have to say. Because I would not have remembered any... Oh, that's so not it, right? That's the ultimate ballad. Which, despite having done all of these things, Trema hasn't done them, technically. It's okay. When we get Trema to, like, level 80, 90, he can just go and one-shot the ultimate weapon or whatever, unsynced. We can complete it just fine. You know, I've had a lot of those extreme quests just sitting there, waiting, ready on Macon for months and months and months, refusing to do them unsynced because I know that I wanted to do them here on this series. Oh, man, I love this space. We're going the wrong way, though, aren't we? Let's go. We have the power of flight. There should be an add-on, which means that the mount music lingers for a little bit longer after you dismount. Here we go. One of my Chocomos is named Gunner. It is indeed, yeah. The tombstone has been knocked over and the earth before it disturbed. Uh-oh. So she's a body snatcher. I think that was the word I was looking for the other day, body snatcher. So this is where poor Leavine now lies. Indeed. Looks like she's a goner. Well, what's the meaning? Remember, this is going to turn into a dungeon, guys. So if you want to play it with me, feel free to log in. I'll put it on Party Finder as soon as we unlock it. Not only is her grave defiled, her body's gone. Who could have done this? Well, I think we both know. Oh no, could it have been Edda? The more I think about it, thinks with the plural there, the more it makes, well, I was going to say sense, but gods. I'll try to explain. To the rest of us, our little party of 4 was but a means to riches and glory, such things as adventurers seek. But to Edda, it was her life. She blamed herself for Revere's death, and to our shame, we agreed with her. Yeah, I remember I was there. You guys were sitting around that table, and you were monsters to her. Though we knew full well we were all to blame. And then we were left where she stood with her fiancé's head for company. Ah, how could we have been so heartless? Small wonder if the poor girl's been driven from her wits. But what's done is done. All we can do is admit to our mistakes and make amends as best we can. Evira is gone and so is Leavine, but Edda refuses to accept it. She won't let go of the past. I know not what she means to do in Tam-Tara, but it can lead to no good end. I will attend this wedding and try to restore her to her senses. Oh god, and yeah, as I've explained, there is a third deep dungeon, so I don't think this is going to go very well, is it? I'd be much reassured if you could accompany me, Trema. As Evir once did, so too does Edda look up to you. She may not listen to me, but she may yet heed the words of someone she admires her. It's amazing, right? She was going on about how she's all inspired and stuff. And yet, what she we took that as a wholesome thing, but what she was inspired by was something kind of messed up there, really. And failing that, no, it doesn't bear to thinking about. If we hurry, we need not come to that. Please, meet me at the Tam-Tara Deepcroft. Together, we'll put an end to whatever madness Edda is planning. Well, here we go. I don't remember him in the dungeon at all. Oh, and we're kneeling. Yeah. Because we met these people as well. We didn't know them very well, but we met them. Alright. Come on, Hunting Hawk. Let's travel over to the dungeon, I guess. I'm sure that's all we have to do here. Trevor having a good stretch in the background. That's Curthus. Oh, no, it's not the end of the quest yet, actually. There's probably a cutscene, I guess. Will I tank or DPS? Great question. Because I still haven't done White Mage. I could heal on White Mage, but no. Oh, I'll tank. I'll tank. Wow, that was very high pitched, wasn't it? I'll tank, everybody. I'll play the tank. That's me, the tanky hero. And we'll see some Paladin gameplay, because we haven't seen much for a long time. Thank God I can say the right word now, Paladin, without getting confused with Gladiator. Oh, to get there, we got to go in through the door, right? Look how strong we are now, guys, as well. I bet we, like, almost one-shot these things. Yeah, one shot, yeah. Well, that one didn't, which is funny, because that was the third attack in the chain. Okay, hello, Hugemont. A Lalafelion. Oh, action cancelled. I'm under attack by this firefly. You know, I was reading all about the fireflies in Minecraft the other day, that there was going to be an official patch adding them, and the point of them was to feed frogs to breed them, but they found out that that they're like poisonous in real life to frogs, so they cut the fireflies from the game. They could have left them in as ambience or whatever. A huge amount of work was on them, but they just cut the whole feature. It just seems crazy to me, but it's funny. It's one of those things. The reason they did it is because a lot of very little children play Minecraft, and they didn't like the idea of kids who owned frogs. I mean, how common of a pet is that, really? I mean, this is some Harry Potter, Neville Longbottom stuff here, really, isn't it? But they didn't want them to feed, injure their pets. There was a similar thing a few years before with like feeding cookies to parrots, and they've now made it so that the cookies damage the parrots. It's weird, you know, it's crazy to think once a game gets to a certain size or has a certain audience, the kind of things you can do with it changes massively. And you've got to be really aware of that. I know for as insane enough the deep end he apparently went. I remember right as Notch was selling the game to Microsoft, he had a similar thing on Twitter about he wanted to add some like hardcore mob or something weird, but he realized he kind of couldn't add things to the game anymore because educators were using it to teach students, little children. You know, it's just this thing, like the demo gets so big, it kind of warps what people expect of the thing. It makes me think of Game of Thrones a little bit as well, you know, where you got this long story about Daenerys that's clearly going in one direction. But when the show gets to a certain size and a certain scope and a certain audience, people don't really want that story about Daenerys anymore. They want to just see her be a badass. They just want to see her take over the world. In like a nice way, like as a hero or whatever. And then the original plot kind of... But if you charge through with it... I mean, there's a lot of bad things that happened at the end of Game of Thrones, let's be real. Anyway, let's move on. What am I talking about? Lalafelion Thaumaturge. Just so happens a fellow like that went into the Deepcroft not a minute ago. There was a young lady with him, dressed head to toe in white. Oh my god, she's a bride. She's like the corpse... Oh, wait, what's this quest called? Is it called the Corpse Bride, or is it called the Corpse Groom? Is he... Oh, God, I don't know. What's she planning on doing? The lass was all smiles and giggles, like a maiden on her wedding day. But your friend looked stiff as a board. Can't say I blame him, though. Crypts do strange things to the best of us. You mean to head inside as well, do you? Well, take care. You don't wake the dead, eh? Ha 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 ha! Oh, well, before, he was really nervous about letting me in. Now he's just letting random people in wedding dresses. There was a Necromancer in FF5 Advanced Edition. Yeah, I'm not saying the entire anthology doesn't have Necromancers. I'm saying this game doesn't have it as like a standard, like, kind of spellcasting class. Right, Tam-Tara, Deepcroft, hard mode. The latest dungeon. Look at all these dungeons we've done now, guys. Look at this list of dungeons. And this is just ARR. Oh, my God. Okay, duty completion. We will min-eye level this. Oh, is that a bad idea? We really struggled to min-eye level. No, let's do it. Let's do the min-eye levels, because we've got all day to do these dungeons, really, here. Okay, guys, if we get the group, bring your A game, because Diabolos was really hard on min-eye level. It's funny, you know, like, on the Twitch playthrough, we were min-eye leveling a bunch of dungeons. And, I didn't really feel that they were that much harder, if my memory's right. We were min-eye leveling them, weren't we? But these ARR ones are just in that sweet spot where people don't have enough buttons, and it's quite a big gear discrepancy, and suddenly they get a lot harder. There we go, we got a healer. Thank you, guys. Alright, so yeah, I don't really have any food. So let's just head on in, I guess. I do have good gear, right? I am wearing the best I can wear. What is my eye level? 100. I'm sure that's enough for the dungeon. Okay. Enter the Tam-Tara Deepcroft hard. When the guiding light of one's life is extinguished, it takes uncommon strength of spirit to clamber out of the black pits of despair. Those who want for resilience may yet be pulled up by a friend's helping hand. But what becomes of a broken-hearted maiden who has neither the strength nor the succor to overcome the darkness that threatens to consume her? The answers shall be revealed through the tragic tale that begins with the arrival of a single letter. Wow, they really described that in a lovely way, didn't they? Zoom in eye level. It's funny we could put the echo on. We could treat this like an extreme. I kind of am going into this quite nervous now. Here we go. Probably means no walls to walls are available. Alright, here we go. Oh, there's Void Scent here. Sorry, so Cube says the Game of Thrones story wasn't changed because of an audience, but because they ran out of books and rushed it to do Star Wars. I mean, look, there's a part of that. You've given a half-truth there. That's a little knowledge is a dangerous thing. That's a very, like, low-level assessment of the situation. They were obviously following the overall game plan. It's all true. It's not either-or. Yes, they were rushing. Yes, they cut a lot of stories because it's TV and it's not appropriate to do too much. But yes, also, they were following the basic outline. Certain things about how it all concluded were definitely how it was. But the thing is, they rushed, and what should have been like 5 seasons of development went way too quick, so it felt really terrible. Anyway. Right, first DPS, let's just volley kill ads. Do not DPS them. Oh, God. Oh, God, I'm nervous. You guys are talking strat in a dungeon. Oh, putting Hello Ground up fills my bar up. That's quite cool. All right, Tam-Tara Dynamite. This is quite horrifying. So I'm gonna try and do a lot of mobs, and then we'll see if we die. So we can go across this little bridge, I guess. Oh my God, the music in here is nuts. Let's Shelltron as we land here. Do an AoE. Do another AoE. Now, what's my that's on Q. What's my invuln bound to? Oh, wait, no, I fucked up. I used my invuln. I used my invuln thinking it was my enmity button. Oh God, we're taking big damage. There's a reprisal and a... Okay. They're dying? Alright, we couldn't do that. That was too much. No, don't bother raising me. It's okay. Alright, yeah, we can't do them all. I was going to run in. I was going to invuln, but I wasted it, really. Oh, it fully recharged my stuff. Okay. See, I can do stuff with shield bash as well, which is not a thing I'm used to. Oh, here's another reason to go slow. There's books and things in here. Check this out. Move those both in. I like the vibe of this class. Do another Shelltron. There we go. What's this say? The Torn Folio. I finally mustered the courage to speak with your hero, my love. Trema is as kind and wise as he is brave and strong. He listened attentively as I told him all about you, about us. Oh my God, so she's writing this to her dead fiancé about that moment she met us in Gridania. So was she insane already? She was, right? She was already writing to him and stuff. I finally mustered the courage to speak with him. Though he is a man of few words, or perhaps because he is everything he seemed to inspire me. Why, his gaze alone instilled me with a confidence I never knew I had. Truly, I feel better prepared to face the future for having met him. How right you were, my love. Oh my God, this is so sinister. I want to go back to that cutscene now. She seems so nice. Oh my God, this is cool. All right, so we'll just do these 4. Okay. I'll throw a nice quick rampart up, put them right in around the corner, put some DPS up, weave the 2 big hits. Now that should be fine. I can throw in a low blow to stun one of them. I kind of don't want to spend any GCDs on more stuns with the shield bash, but I will if it comes to that. Because we can keep at least like 2 of them perma-stunned, I think. Well, not permanently, but for long enough that they'll be dead. Because remember, every stun is going to reduce the duration. Is this what a yandere is? Or yandere? How do we say it? Yandere? Oh god, this is me being out of touch again, isn't it? I'm either out of touch because I don't know anime or because I'm acting old. You know, I found a Weezer song this week, right? Weezer. I haven't listened to Weezer for so long. I used to love Weezer, right? For ages and ages and ages, and I found a song. It's called, anyway, so I won't tell you the name of the song yet on the off chance you guys are going to know it straight away. But I was like, oh my god, they're still doing new music. Oh, and it sounded really good. It sounded like, you know, 2008, 2009 music, which was like, you know, the jam. So I was really happy with it. And I was like, wow, this is a new song. This is amazing. But then I went to the comments, and it's like that Minecraft thing I was talking about. It was full of people going like, oh my god, 7 years ago. Wow, those were the days. Blah, 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 blah. Look, this is a song that came out in 2017, guys. They did an album in 2017. Now, to me, that was new. But everyone's like waxing nostalgically about it. Because, yeah, 2007 was 7 years ago. How fucking crazy is that? 2007, sorry? 2017 was 7 years ago. Oh my god, man. Yeah, the song anyway, it's a good song. It's jacked up is what I heard. Apparently it's on some... I haven't listened to the album. But I was like, what the hell? Right, what's going on? We're staying here. Is this because I need to interact with something? There's more text. Oh, there is! Wow! Another folio. They do the Hawk Manor thing here a little bit, right? The hard mode is just like tinted red. Scarcely a week has passed. You know what? There's two very horrific stories here in Gridania. Scarcely a week has passed since we returned to the village, and already I cannot help thinking it was a mistake. There was a time when this place seemed just large enough, but having seen the wider world, it all feels so insufferably confined that I often find myself struggling for breath. I know that it is the same for you, my love. The only time I feel truly alive is when I'm adventuring with you. We are as caged birds in this backwater. So long as we remain here, we will never spread our wings and soar. So let us take to the road and create a lifetime of wonderful memories together. Man, look at all the blood and stuff there. I think it is doing this like she's just been influenced by the Void Scent with all of this. Like when she originally came to the Deepcroft. No, but the last time we were here, it was the cultists, the Lambs of Dalamud that were here, wasn't it? It wasn't necessarily... Oh, I should have just AoE'd on that one. I'm going to go for all of these, guys. I'm going to do it. I'm going to go for all of them. I'm going to run straight back up, and we're going to LOS them here, okay? Which will give us a nice bit of time, hopefully. I'm going to use my invuln now, since this is going to be one of the most dangerous moments. Not sure about that tether, that worries me. Okay, my invuln was useless, because we've... Oh no, my invuln wasn't useless! Oh my god, the paladin invuln is so OP! Oh my god, because you can just get full healed again during it. Oh, that's so good! Alright, this might have been a bad idea. This is... I'm getting low. This is my next mitt. My big mitt. I'm going to get potions ready. Oh god, no, it was making that at the potions. I love how much I've talked about potions in this, because as soon as we're done with ARR, we will never talk about them ever again. Well, okay, no, they're still alright in Heaven's Ward, but certainly after that they fall off. Right, so I think this thing's probably going to keep reviving them, so we want to... It might be reviving them or something. The tether's probably not good, that's all I'm saying. What's it saying? It's absorbing physical damage and magical damage. Oh no, okay, it's the other way around. We were doing the right thing. We're going to kill the little ones so that the big one is vulnerable. The Demon Pawn. Here we go. Now there's a Gargoyle Usher here. You know what we haven't done much of? We haven't done much... Idle cam, not idle cam, what's it called? Well, yeah, idle cam. We haven't done any, like, cinematic looking at the mobs for a while. Holy shit, this is getting scary. Arm's length, rampart, stunning one of them. How's our healer's MP? It's fine. You know, the only person who you ever need to look at their MP in the party window is the healer. It's the only person. We should ban everyone under the age of 35 from the internet. I've just got to... I think there's a weird thing, right, where it's like... Well, hold on, let's read this first. I could not have hoped for a more romantic first visit to Mordona. The crystals that pierced the landscape glowed in all their majesty, as if to celebrate our future together. And as we lazed by Silvertear Lake, watching the waves lapping at the shore, the sun took its leave behind the horizon, that we might enjoy a moment of intimacy. Ah, it's a dead body! I want us to be together forever. You first said these words to me years ago. As you said them to me, and you said them again to me tonight. I am so happy to be with you. Did he though? Can it speak? Is it a zombie, or does it have a little bit of sentience? The way she's talking about it is like it has no sentience, and she's just imagining these things. Alright, let's just say that moment of intimacy is just like holding hands, okay? Alright, here we go, we got a boss. This is good on min-eye level. I'm actually scared of the boss. Alright, here we go. Oh, it's her! Straight away, it's her already! Oh, I thought she'd be the final boss. There she is. Leovine, but where's the Lalafell? Leovine? Oh, she's not even saying anything. Wait, what? Shouldn't there be a bit of combat dialogue here? Yeah, look, I don't mind. People below... So another thing, like with the whole Minecraft modding, right? There's a lot of situations where people are like, oh, did you guys used to do this when you were a kid? Do you guys remember doing this when you were a kid? Do you guys remember doing this when you were a kid? Do you guys remember doing... Like, over and over and over. And I'm like... Or variations thereof. Oh my god, what were all these bodies? And I'm like, no, I don't, because I wasn't a kid when this game came out. But there's an assumption that everyone was, you know. I'm like fine with people being young on the internet, but when everyone assumes that everyone else is a kid on the internet, or everyone has the same life experience, that's when I feel like a complete outsider. But I suppose I do the same thing. I suppose we all do the same thing to an extent, right? Oh, sorry, this is the woman that died in the Waking Sands, not the bride. Oh, you're right, yeah. Oh my god, this is the resurrected corpse of Leovine, who joined the Scions, and her corpse got taken from the yard. Oh my god, look at all these best men. Holy crap, wait, what's going on with that? Don't aim! Oh, why did you do that? Ah! Wow. Ignore the ads, that said. Somebody brought a nuke into them, though. Do not DPS them. Someone ran in and got them all nuked, though, with that AoE, which I'm assuming is blowing them up. Oh, that's cool. This is like Death Nova or something, right? Oh, wow. Well, there you go. That's the mechanic there. Look, we're doing a similar thing to last time we were here as well, where there's the big thing in the middle. That represented Dalamud before. What does it represent this time? That's hilarious. I guess that's just like... I don't like these boss fights, though, where it's like... Don't fight the Tomberries that are coming in. Don't fight all the little bird eggs that are coming in. Because it's like, well, I want to interact with the game, you know, not just DPS the boss. But I guess we just aim... Yeah, I'm pretty sure someone had an AoE on them and ran into the middle of the ad. Maybe for the memes. It might have been that. I was just desperately trying to get away from the AoE. Alright, okay, Leovine. Sorry, yeah, this isn't Edda. I've got a little bit mixed up there because of my old brain. By the way, if people who are lower than 35 aren't allowed on the internet, then I'm not allowed on the internet. I think that threshold's a little bit high. The threshold is going to be whatever the person who's speaking is age is, right? This weird double Sheltron thing is really strange to me. Oh, you thought someone else AoE? Like there, that. I think we got to run away, that's it. Perfect. Do I need to aggro them at least, though? Because I should hit them at least to stop them chasing us, right? Probably. Oh my god, oh my gods! Alright, well they all died and we now have 4 vulnerability. 4 vulnerability is pretty mad. AoE is fine, just don't kill them manually. I've got a rampart here, ow. Sheltron, yeah, it's really short. It's just 4 seconds in duration. Maybe it's like it will get traded later and get stronger. Okay, so I'll grab their aggro. I've invulned. Okay, well, we wiped. Because this invulnerability is going to end and I'm not going to be able to do anything. 8 vuln. Oh, my lord. Oh, my god. Actually, they're all dead. Oh. Hero moment for Trema. It can happen, guys. See, that's an example, though, where on Dark Knight, it's really good because you would get all your health back. You're a young and impressionable 33-year-old. Yeah, indeed. But, you know, I always like it as well. Like, what was I reading? There was some... What was the Reddit thread I was on? Because there's this whole thing with the term boomer, right? A boomer is actually someone that was born in, like, as a result of all the baby making coming out of World War II, right? Or during World War II. So they're actually very old people. They're a generation that is currently dying off. But people generically, the term boomers kind of changed over the past 10 years. People just use it to be offensive about anyone old, or that they perceive to be old, which can be as low as like 50, right? Or which they're not really boomers. It's not actually that generation at all. But I was reading some message. Some guy said boomer here. I was born in like the 30s, and he was just talking. But he was typing like, because you can never tell on the internet. This is what I always love about the internet. You know, it's the content of what you're saying and nothing else. And this guy I was like, oh, this is really cool. Basically, there was a 70-year-old online, and I took a lot of heart from that. I was like, yeah, that's cool. It's weird to think as well, right? Like, my girlfriend was talking to me about how her dad, who is 60, loves COD Zombies and is playing COD Zombies constantly. And it's weird for me to think that, yeah, you know, a lot of like 60-year-olds are playing, you know, there's always this joke like, oh, everyone from this generation, they'll be playing like video games in the retirement home or whatever. You know, that reality is a lot closer than you might think. There are a lot of people, 60, 70-year-olds playing COD at the moment, right? Like, we're already basically there, which I think is kind of awesome, you know. It was only when I took a step back hearing that the other day, I thought, oh yeah, you know, that is... So if I invuln, this is such a good invuln, because I can preemptively do it before all these bodies blow up, right? Oh, do we just need to, like, not hit a single... Oh, do they chain react? I bet that's what it is, actually. Oh, no, there it is. Well, there's one that died. Yeah, just keep running around, I guess. You're doing amazing. Oh, there it is. Oh, we might make it, though. We might make it this time. Here we go. I'm going to LB. Shield wall. Come on, Trema. Stay alive. You must stay alive. I don't really have any heals. If I had a potion, I could heal. Oh! Dude, they're chain reacting. We cannot get through this boss. All of our armor's going to break again now. You plan to do a full replay of 14 when you're 70? Yeah, hopefully the servers are up. Someone mentioned, was this in Spud? Someone mentioned in the Discord, someone mentioned the idea of them unifying the sub for FF11. Or was that actually, no, maybe that was just in the stream, last episode. But unifying the subs, I think that's a cool idea. The corpses need to die before the boss casts Tantrum. Oh, so we do need to hit them. Boomer can be as low as 30. I mean, yeah, if you're speaking to a little kid, I guess. Don't attack the ads. The person with the red arrow should go to the person being attacked by the ads. Players should group up in the middle so that the player target... I feel like we've messed up here. We should have done all the dungeons min-eye level. We did a chunk of them in the middle there, but look, we're getting mechanics here. Players should group up in the middle so that the player targeted by the ads will always be next to the player marked by the arrow. I don't know, what arrow? What? I'm going to pay attention this time. Since apparently we're not going to get this unless we actually treat it like a real fight. So let's get these up. Let's get this and this. I'm not going to use any mitts until like the actual moment here. God, can I use cover on someone? You got the arrow multiple times. Okay, so look, there's 3 corpses. Okay, I will mitt because I'm a bit low. Is that the arrow? Is that what you mean? That marker there? Oh, so that was the right thing to do. So why did that get us wiped last time? On the first run, I swear we ran the arrow in, killed all the mobs with it, and got chain reacted. Were we just a bit late, maybe? Oh, well, there you go. Is that what we refer to that as in Final Fantasy? An arrow? Is that what that's called when you've got a marker on you and you're carrying a bomb around, basically? Oh, what happened the last time was just someone killed them. Oh, okay. Wait, so you can just all stand together in the middle? This is like a Guild Wars 2 fight. Look, the way to do this is just stack on top of each other. That's very mean of me about Guild Wars, isn't it? But, I mean, let's be real. Most Guild Wars content is that. This is just everybody stacked. The healer's dead. That's okay, though. We'll make it this time. We'll definitely make it. I can invuln here as well. There we go. Nice. Sorry, Levine. You know what? If all 3 dungeons are like this, we might not do them at Delivery Moogle. I might put Delivery Moogles in its own episode. I guess we'll have to wait here. All at a defiled coffin. Ooh. Dude, I'm so much more into this than when I just get in a roulette and I just sort of spam through. It's Bone Skinner without dodging. I mean, Bone Skinner is not the only stack-up fight. But yeah, I guess. There we go. Sponsored by Coke. Probably comes across really bad that in every single episode I've cracked open a can of Coke. I want you guys to know I don't chug this stuff, right? Basically, it's just a routine for while I'm doing this, okay? Really. I might have 1 or 2 maybe, max, outside of these episodes. It probably looks like I got addicted to Coke at some point. It's okay, though, if it's Coke Zero, caffeine-free. Well, you know, there's nothing wrong. These things are amazing, right? I love these enemies. This is, you remember I was ranting and raving about how cool 15 is with its mobs? 15 has a version of these that is so fucking cool. They're so awesome. Look at this thing, the Dantalian. I absolutely love the version of this that you see in 15. It's so pretty. I really would love to do a Let's Play on that game, but it would be a Let's Play a lot like where 12 is, where it's like, oh, look how good this game is. And look, here's the moment where they ran out of funding and had to rush it out. You've been looking deathly pale of late. The scorching heat of Thanalan does not agree with you. Oh, the body's like going to be melting down, isn't it? It's going to be like sloughing off all the flesh. You were never fond of hot climates, and it was a mistake to come here. Let us make for Kurthus, where the bracing air will put roses on your cheeks. Oh, imagine how smelly he is. She's off the deep end, man. This Lalafell's not going to be able to... Oh my god, the Lalafell walked all the way through all of this. I'm saying the Lalafell, by the way, because I've, yes, totally forgotten his name. Alright, let's just fight these ones, because I don't have an invuln. I'm actually going to start shield bashing on this one. I don't know what the hell I bound that to. What is that? Oh, that's Tild. Should probably put that on screen. Oh my god, I can't see anything here. Sorry about this, guys. The visuals are pretty nuts. Let's do that one as well there. There we go. Plenty of stuns around now, and they're about to die. Okay. Headline, WP admits to being a coke addict. I know, I know. I said the other day to some friends that, you know, I appear to not be able to speak anymore. I don't know what's happened, but my my ability to read the NPC's dialogue definitely seems worse this playthrough. I don't know why, but it definitely seems worse. Oh, maybe I'm just misremembering that I was never that good at it. But to some of my friends, I like the idea that people will think I'm drinking beers as this is going along, and the reality is I'm just getting a bit drunk as it goes along. And that's why I'm slurring as well. But it's really not. It's just... I don't know. I think I've decided to read too fast, just as someone said the other day. I need to just slow that down. Jesus, these bombs are really tanky. There we go. You know what's quite good as well, though, is I am drinking as I go, and some of these episodes are fairly long, but I've never actually had to stop to go pee or anything. Oh no, there was that one day that I really needed to go. I was bursting, wasn't I? That was good. That was like getting out of the cinema, that one. I am sorry to keep you waiting, my love, but we cannot afford to compromise. Not where your new body is concerned. Ordinary adventurers die often enough, leaving their ordinary corpses. But if you are to be like Trema, we cannot settle for anything less than the extraordinary. But a strong body requires an equally strong soul, as I recently discovered. Now, you are probably worried that strong souls are rare, and so they are, but never fear, for we can create one ourselves. All we need is a plentiful supply of the weaker kind, and they are common indeed. Be patient, just a little longer, my love, and all will be as you desire. Oh god, is she trying to get a void sense soul in there or something? I don't know. Do we have to open these for the dungeon to proceed, by the way? Oh, we've been terrified. You know, the other thing about 15 is, when you're fighting these things, it is in dungeons a lot like this. Oh my god, there's a lot. Phantom Knight. Now that's a cool name. I like that. I should add that to my MMOE thing. That should be a class, a Phantom Knight. Just wantonly and flippantly add one in. A Phantom Knight, I love that. Well, that wasn't too bad. We managed to kill them here. I like how this whole thing of her, like, loving us and, you know, being inspired by us, that was a big theme of this episode, this patch, right? 2.3. There's the whole thing with the tournament arc and all of that. Oh, we haven't opened this yet. We made a mistake. Did we miss a chamber, maybe? This way? Aha, okay. Oh, we got to get this coffin in here, I guess. You know, it's a big theme of how everyone's inspired by us, but here you see how that can be a bad thing. I know. It is not easy being without a body. I promise to find one for you, but you must have patience. You are my husband-to-be, and there is nothing I would not do for you, so please have faith in me. Give me time, my love. I shall make you whole again as you make me. Alright, so yeah, she made a mistake. She went to the desert, and she got the body all, like, mangled up. And here we get some phantom soldiers. Awesome. I really don't remember what the final boss is like in here, though. What actually happens? We have the second boss to do still. Oh my god, this dungeon's taking a good long time, isn't it? Jesus. If we're getting 1 hour of gameplay per dungeon story, it's going to be a while before we get to the Moogles. Potato, I haven't watched you since your content since Guild Wars 2. Do you have any new Guild updates, New World updates available? Okay, one, I'm still doing Guild Wars content. There was a big Guild Wars playthrough just last month, and there'll be a patch in. So I finally logged in, guys, and had a look, and it's 3 weeks away, the next patch. So it's weird. It'll probably line up roughly at the end of my plans here for A Realm Reborn. So it'll basically be Janthir Wilds, A Realm Reborn, Janthir Wilds. That's how it's looking like it's going to be. As for New World, no, I did that one video on it, and I was interested in it originally. But the more they revealed and announced about it, the worse the game looked. So I just became uninterested in it. And I never played it. I never touched it. Didn't do a thing with it. I think it's very, very minimal population at this point as well. Though there was an expansion or something, right? Alright, so what's this? This is the guy. Peo. Hey, he's almost like T-posing there. I can't move my body. Help me. Oh. Oh, okay. So this fight is just defending him. Good. He's not a boss then, at least. Alright, so we got how many? We got a bunch of portals that I assume will be releasing mobs. Oh, there's orbs. Do we collect the orbs? And blow them up like an ultimate weapon? I think we do, yeah. Oh. Okay, and probably don't stand next to each other because you'll get cleaved. I should have thrown a shield lob in there. Didn't have to stop casting. Always be casting, guys. Oh, God. Don't want to be in that. Some kind of gross, bleedy void ground. Well, Peo's doing okay so far. Very healthy. See, unfortunately, unlike Guild Wars, when you're defending an NPC, they don't add the NPC to the pie. So I can't see his health until he takes a bit of damage, I guess, or I have my settings and stuff. I can use cover on him. Oh, my God. I've got to try that. Oh, I can't use cover on him. You mean on you guys? I can use cover on you guys as you run in to do the mechanic. That's amazing. Yeah, let's try that. The boss itself is a bit of a shame. It's just... Oh, it's the spare body. I see. Is this the body she wanted to put her boyfriend into? Or is it one she had eliminated as a true possibility? Oh, God, we've got to get out of that again. Well, that's a giant orb. No, I was going to cast cover on you. Okay, who's going for that one? Who's going for it? Nobody's going for it? All right, I'll go for it. Okay. I guess without pre-communication, it's kind of hard to figure that out. Oh, Peo's a little bit low there. All right, this fight is much, much easier. I'll tell you what, the more I've played of this, the more I feel like the difficulty tuning is quite inconsistent, actually. Or maybe not. Maybe that corpse thing, we were just messing the one easy mechanic up. So maybe we made a mountain out of a molehill there. You were expecting them to what on mid-eye level? One shot the DPS on mid-eye level? That would be cool if I had to cast cover. Oh, Peo's just fleeing. I see. I'm going the wrong way. So a little tip for you guys that I did not follow there. When you beat a boss, I mentioned this actually already, but I'll mention it again. When you beat a boss, a chest usually spawns at the actual exit, the place you want to go. But hey, I guess, look, there's an ethereal tear. So hold on, this is where the normal mode ended, right? No? Where are we? This wasn't even in the normal mode, right? This whole area? I don't think so. Into the ethereal flow. Yeah, I hate that it's hidden in the live tab. It really does suck. But look, as I've said, guys, when we get to Heaven's Ward, I'll do premieres, which will make all this content a lot more obvious, and the scheduling a lot more obvious. In fact, I'll tell you what, I'll be doing premieres probably. Oh, I missed a book, did I? I'll be doing premieres as soon as we get back to Janthia Wilds in a few weeks. And from then on, I'll just keep those going. That should at least help make them a little bit more evident. If I could somehow find a... What I really need to do, to do this job really well, what I really need to do is do edited montage-y versions of these episodes and then upload them the same day as main videos. But I wouldn't even really... I mean, I could do markers. It would be a lot. It would basically eliminate my ability to produce another Let's Play alongside this, I think. Anyway, with a nigh endless supply of bodies here, I will make you a gain. Oh, there you go. Oh, I see. So she came back here for the bodies. With a nigh endless supply, and there's something really naive and sad about that as well. Anyway, I will make you well again, my love. Then we shall be wed as man and wife, and forever be joined as the gods intended. Of course, it is only fitting that a proper ceremony be held. With guests in attendance, I will send out invitations to all our friends. They'll be so happy for us. I have no doubt they'll jump at the chance to part with their souls. I'm sad that we didn't really get to say much to our friend there. Did he actually say much in the fight? He did. He said a few things. I can't move my body, help me. And then we ended the fight and he huffed and he puffed. He said, I thought I was done for, I owe you one. He says, I can't stand being in here anymore. I'll see you outside. And he ran off. And we're just going in deeper. Because, you know, we feel no fear. Look at this. I bet that was in the normal mode through that door there. Oh my god, that thing died real quick. The discarded... Oh, look at the spirits floating around. Ooh, what's going to happen when they merge? I actually don't know. I really don't know. What is going to... Oh. Oh, no, that was one of our spells. Oh, they're just sort of wandering around, actually. They're not doing anything. I'm just going to finish this eye off. Here we go. Now, probably same thing. Oh, here we get the Mind Flayer again. So we just want to kill all three of these. Avoid the AoEs. So that the Mind Flayer is vulnerable. Do I need to invuln? I don't think so. Man, it's so much more fun when I actually have to use Hallowed Ground. What a button. I think Hallowed Ground and Cover are really cool and actually might make this my favourite tank from what I've played so far. Warrior has Shake It Off, which is also really cool. Dark Knight has Dark Missionary, which is kind of cool, but sort of not. Not really. Dark Knight's really hurting, I think, at this point. Oh, God. Blown failures. I'll interrupt that. I wonder how this feels when it gets to a slightly higher level and we get all the other toys and buttons. Usually there'll be something that augments like the bar or another way to spend our currency, our resource and stuff. They're just constantly coming, aren't they? Oh my lord. Jesus Christ, the visuals. Gotta love those holies. What I need to do now is make a bunch of shorts and push those out, man. Go with the times. I mean, you're probably right, yeah. I don't know what I would do, though. I mean, ugh. The thing is, it's easy to say I'll just do it, but I would want, like, a practice or, like, something that I can actually trust I would do on the reg. The problem is, right, once you're done with an episode, I tend to be pretty tired. I want to have a break. And so stuff like that, the thought of finishing and then going off to do a bunch more immediately after, and then it's like the next day I want to be working on the other thing, and then the next day it's like prepping for this again. So I don't know. I'm not saying it's impossible. I would just need to figure out how I want to do it. Look, Avir, all these lovely people have come to make you a gift to their souls. Even Trema is here. Now your bond of becoming like him can come true. Oh my God! Look, she's all like messed up looking. She's all got like a moldy face and warts, and it's a giant fly-eye thing. What the hell? Oh, wow. They're really going heavy with the organ music, aren't they? She's laughing. Avir Bravearm. Oh, we're laughing back. That's unhinged. That's unhinged to laugh back. Wiki, do not let crawling zombie ads reach the center of the room. They will spawn at the edge. Kill them as soon as possible. Okay. Big tip. Thank you ever so much for coming to our wedding. Your body means everything. Where are our witnesses? The ceremony can't be held without them. Oh no, she's mad. Dude, I'm getting hit hard. Oh god, she's laughing a lot. Oh. Oh, I never managed to get that ability in. You mean these ads? No, the gargoyles. Your wait is over, my love. All you ever dreamed of is... I hate this about the battle text in this game. How am I supposed to read that in time? For richer or poorer. She's doing like wedding vows, I guess. Should I go with the corpses, I guess? Oh, don't let that group them get... Nice. I just saw someone use stone. I'm going to invuln here because I'm taking other damages. Oh my god, they're getting in pretty quick. Alright, we dealt with them. Nice. What a dungeon this has been. Oh my god. In sickness and in health, to love and to cherish, till death do us part. But that ability was called Eyes for You. That's amazing. All romantic vibe, even though it's a horrible looking demon thing. It's messed up that he looks completely unlike himself now, but he's called Avir Bravearm. She's crying now. Is she crying because we're not playing her game? Oh. I should probably keep an eye on those gargoyles earlier and not stand in front of them before the telegraph even appears. I'll attack this one. I should throw single target damage on it, I guess, actually. Okay, so it looks like at 33 and then at 66 we have to deal with this. We've got this one, that's okay. Let's throw a shield over there. Okay, good. Nice job, guys. We cleaned them up real good. Beauty. I'm assuming that that's the end of the fight now? Mind you, she's still got a lot of health. He's got a lot of health, I should say, actually. Because we're not even fighting her, are we, really? Crying because we're killing her fiancé. I guess that's a good point. Wait, what did I say? More gargoyles coming. Maybe it's just based on a timer, actually. Maybe it's not based on health threshold. So there's the I can see the gargoyles already. Oh, God. Careful now. Careful. Don't take too much damage. There's a gargoyle. Oh, oh. It's okay. Found the safe spot. See, this is good. I hadn't really thought about it. I think it's because early on in this series, we were doing min-eye level dungeons, and they weren't that different to normal. We did Praetorium in that min-eye level, though, at least. Obviously, that's why Ultima was quite hard. Oh, God, what are we doing here? Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, did we make it? I think we made it, just. That corpse was getting in there. Would that have been an instant wipe, or would that have just been really bad? All right, what happens? Well, what have you done? Avir! No! Uh-oh. No, you're not beyond salvation. You probably are, actually. Go on, jump off. Will she get caught by a monster as she falls? Not this time. Is she gone for good? Or look, she's smiling. So does the deep dungeon, does that take us into Galmora? Is that technically Galmora as well? I guess it is, right? So she will return in the Palace of the Dead story, which is a part of the first expansion. But well done, guys. Awesome stuff. Do we not get to go back to the Lalafell now and say, hi, bro? What was the last note? I didn't miss any other notes, did I? I don't think I did. Oh, I should have cheered. Oh, really? Wait, why? Cheer? Oh, you guys are just cheering and okay. Alright, well there you go. That's one dungeon. Let's move straight on into the next now, actually. The next dungeon. That's Tam-Tara hard. Now we're going to do the Stone Vigil HUD. Oh, I'm nervous about this. Stone Vigil was the icy one out in Kurthus, and I guess this makes sense as well. That dungeon kind of shows, you know, people inspired by us and it getting corrupted a bit was a part of the main story. This is going to be back in Kurthus, which again is now a part of the main story. So the quest is called Blood for Stone, and we're going to be getting that in Mordona from someone called Fallacy. Spelt in quite an interesting way. A bit like Full C, which is obviously 13. It's funny, there's very little 13 influence, it feels like, in this one, even though it was the immediately prior game. What have they ever done? Has there ever been like an Alliance Raid series about 13? Has there ever been like a dungeon series? Has there ever been anything? A trial series? Like, they reference so many of the other games, but... Alright, we're looking for someone called Fallacy. So Loriane, you're not from their group, I now realise. Because you're still alive. We know their whole group now. Oh god, look at all these people. Hey, you. Hi. You unlocked a quest at this point. Oh, hello there. I seek a certain adventurer for a cause most just. Are you not Trema? Ha! I thought I had you had the right aspect. 'Twas you who played the thief in the night at the Stone Vigil. Yeah, we got the airship, right? We took the dragon out, and we got the airship. The dragons guard their keep jealously, it said, yet you slipped unseen into the cloudy fortress. 'Twill not be their keep for much longer, however. The forces of Ishgard are massed by the Sea of Clouds. Now, this is for your ears only, but the blockade is but a prelude to an attack. Lord Drillamund commands the siege, and he would have your counsel. I am but one of many who seek you at his behest. You must be a man of rare quality. The proud knights of Durandare are not accustomed to talking, let alone seeking outside help. Ishgard is the cradle air I breathe, and yet I yearn to see the Stone Vigil reclaimed from the Dravanian horde. I've got a bunged up nose here suddenly, sorry guys. Will you not go to Whitebrim Front and aid Lord Drillamont? Okay. You know what, there's something about Whitebrim Front that has messed me up every time. It's like the extra R's in there or something. So yeah, this one, I guess, is a little bit less captivating as a story. It's just... Go reclaim it now from the Dravanians. Done. Oh yeah, what's this about 13? Wasn't there a huge 13 crossover? Well, look, I know they do like mini events where there's little crossovers. Like I did a story with 15 with Noct and I got the Regalia mount. But I don't know whether that really counts, is it? Are those big things? 10 has had little bits here and there across the game. Like I say, Anima's in it at some point, it seems. I'll tell you what, if we can min eye level Anima and make it a good fight, that'll be awesome. You know, the Gandalf Thunderplanes are in this later, and Dark Ixion is in this later, and it's really fucking cool. But they don't do too much. One of the factions in the newest expansion is kind of 10 related. But, you know, there's no Hypello. There's no, like, Spearin area that you go... It's not, like, a big thing like the 12 Alliance raid was. I suppose, actually, I'm thinking about this all wrong, because at the end, 8 had a really big treatment with the Eden storyline. 12 had a big treatment with the Evilist storyline. But aside from those two, no one else has had a really big treatment, have they? It's just, like, they're outliers. It's not like everyone's got a big treatment except 13. 13's just like all the rest, really. They get a little something here, a little something there, and that's about it. So I'm probably just thinking about it all wrong. Hello, Drillamon. Unless I'm wrong, maybe is there something else there? Oh, 9 got a big treatment, actually. The Void Arc stuff is essentially FF9, right? So 9 got a big treatment. I think that's right. And you might say 7 did, with Emerald, Sapphire, and Ruby. Might. It's a bit thin, though, isn't it? Anyone wanting a 7 treatment would want Midgar and all that shit. Trema, you are come to lend us your strength. House Durandare is in your debt. You will rejoice with us to know that the battle for the Stone Vigil has finally begun. The first wave has already breached the outer defences and entered the keep. As depraved a foe as the Dravanians are, they have a certain cunning. The place teems with unbelievers who gladly embrace death merely to deny us a form of advance. We came to slay dogs and are bled by nits. There are graver matters still. After our first wave stomped the keep, the enemy sealed the breach behind them. The Vigil headgate is now a welter of molten iron and stones sharp as the headmaster's axe. We can no longer send reinforcements by land. The danger is great, but we must go by air. I shall lead the second wave, and would have you join your strengths to ours. So Nathalane awaits you near the stone vigil itself. I shall join you as soon as I have seen to the airships. Alright, big attack going on. So, it might occur to you, this could have been weaved into the MSQ for this patch. Like, really. While we were up here, they could have just said, oh, the attack's going on, do you want to come help out? Could have been weaved in. They didn't weave it in. However, eventually they do start weaving dungeons into the main story. In fact, the next patch, 2.4, has not only a trial weaved into it, it has a dungeon weaved into it as well. That you're forced to do. It's got a dungeon and a trial at the same time. And I think they do more and more of that as time goes on, and they stop doing these like optional so that people don't miss them, basically. I think. I mean, we talked about that briefly before. But yeah, so now we actually go into the Stone Vigil here. So before we went in this entrance. Oh no, we didn't. That's Snowcloak. We've still never actually been there. I don't know what we did before. No, we came here before. It was the same place. What's this? Tremba was somber during the duty complete screen. During the last dungeon rather than the chit. Oh, really? Oh, I see. Okay. Hail, Trema! Lord Gilliman sent words. The airship not been long coming, and then we charge. All White Brim Front knows your name, Trema. Who penetrated the Stone Vigil's defences? Why, to this very day, I remember the cheer that rang out when we'd heard you'd laid Isgenbind low. Your presence here is tonic, pure tonic for the troops. Too long of the damned dragons desecrated our keep. Is that name they just gave the name of the dragon we fought before? Halone willing, the Stone Vigil shall return to Ishgard before this day is out. Alright, this has a really, like, notoriously boring boss fight. And I guess doing it min-eye level might make it even more boring, but I guess we'll see. Let's just jump on in, shall we? Oh, there is a description. Too long has the Vigil been ravished by the Dravanians and their thralls. Too long has House Durandare suffered this infamy. Time has come for its dragoons to retake the fortress, 1,000 lances and 1,000 dreams of vengeance strong. Though the Knights of Ishgard breached the gate to find a lodgment within the Vigil, the enemy is well defended and amply supplied. The deadlock, how long have we got? 20 seconds, that's plenty of time. And amply supplied. The deadlock must be broken. And who better than those who once made free of the fortress under the dragon's very noses and lived to tell the tale? Will I be paid well for this? Aren't a lot of the Allegan machines taken from 13? Is that right? 13 is full of... One of the worst things about 13 is that everything is a mech. You spend the whole game just fighting robots. It's so boring. It's just really narrow corridors and robots the whole way through the game. And I know what you're thinking, but WP10 is very linear as well. It's not, though. You can backtrack a lot in 10. There's always a huge amount of, like, side quests and next-gen... I use the word quest there, but things of relevance and detail. Characters you can speak to, side paths you can go down. The backtracking thing is huge. And it's got certain areas of non-linearity. 13 is literally just a fucking corridor, the whole game. Fighting robots, fighting robots, fighting robots. And I don't know how I really feel about the mechanics with the paradigm shift system either. So, I don't know. I am vaguely interested in replaying it. I have a certain nostalgia for it, but I don't know, man. Not my favourite entry. Oh yeah, and it's got a good story, but it's all written in, like, bestiaries and journals and stuff. It's got a very complicated world, but there's no good delivery for how you learn about that world. Yeah, look at us getting battered here. Oh my god. Oh, I don't have stance on. I actually have aggro of all of them anyway, but yeah, thank you. Yeah, like in 10, there's quite a complicated backstory and stuff. In a lot of the games there are. But, you know, you get to play as someone who doesn't understand the world. Things are spoon-fed to you. You get mentor characters. In 13, it's just like, here's a bomb of information. Have fun kind of thing. Like, it's just not done very well. 15 is the same, by the way. 15, you have to, like, watch a movie to get a lot of the setting background and... Oh god, 15's even worse in a lot of ways. Square Enix really fell off, you know. It's a miracle that this game is as good as it is. Because, after 12... And even 12 has its wobbly bits. After 12, really the quality just goes all over the place. The focus is just in the wrong places. Some things are really overdeveloped and other things are really underdeveloped. I don't know. I haven't played the new 7 stuff, the 7 remake things, because I was never that big on 7, to be honest. Maybe they're really good. We did not have to go in there, it seems. We probably don't have to go in here either. No. I love all the rubble on the floor in here. It's really cool. Oh god, this room has the vibe of being a boss room. Oh look, it's moving mobs. Kind of like a Guild Wars patrol there. This is gonna hurt. This is really gonna hurt. Oh my god. Oh no, they're actually quite squishy. And I'll stun the big guy. Okay, good. The Watch Wyvern. Look at that big boy. The deadly dive. According to Reddit, the square quality curse caught up to FF14. Oh, what, you're saying because Dawn Trail wasn't very enjoyed? Yeah, I'm ultra curious and excited to play Endwalker. I'm also curious about Dawn Trail after that because it has been so divisive. And look, it's one thing to excuse a product and say, oh, it's not bad, it's just divisive. But being divisive is a sign of it probably being bad in some ways. Or out of expectation. You know, I don't think that's a get out of jail free card that a lot of people think it is. If it was divisive, it did something a bit weird. But we'll see whether it's divisive due to intended art or due to negligence or whatever, you know. People didn't like ARR, but it's not nearly as bad as I remembered. I mean, it is. I've enjoyed it on the second time through because I know that I'm in safe hands kind of thing, and I know that things mean things. I still don't think it's very good. And you gotta look at its contemporaries. Guild Wars 2 is its contemporary. It's its senior by a year. Look how fucking good the personal story is in Guild Wars is compared to this shit. I mean, these dungeons are okay, and they're building, they're doing better. There are things that FF does better, definitely. But, oh my god, like, I can see people saying this isn't very good, and I didn't enjoy ARR at all. I was not enjoying myself, especially at this point. Oh, I don't know what's going on. We're in a boss. What have we got? We got Vigil airs here. I should probably aggro those, right? Provoke that one, throw a shield on that one. And they'll come on over. And he's casting some kind of big breath ability there. So that's kind of a telegraph we want to step out of. The thing with Guild Wars, right, is if Guild Wars just had the amount of content, so swing, yeah, don't stand in front of him when he's doing that shit. That stuff hurts. If Guild Wars just had the same amounts of content as this game had, it would have smashed all competition always and forever. I mean, they would have had philosophy issues, and they would have had balance issues that still would have been pretty ugly, I think. And they would have had player incentive issues because of the anti-grind philosophy and all that. But a lot of what Guild Wars struggled with was just the amount of content it had. I don't know why I died. I really don't. What killed me? Holy shit. He just ate me. Oh look, we're in. What's happened, guys? We're in a dungeon comparing FF to Guild Wars again. I managed to dodge it there. I don't know how. This is quite horrifying. Holy shit, he's getting low though. We're nearly there, guys. These are actually really well balanced, I think, these boss fights. There's a real risk of a wipe. You have to pay attention. You might one-shot it. I'm going to die again. Oh, he's critting me so hard. He's getting buffed somehow. He's got damage up +2 and haste plus. Oh, shit. The ads are buffing him. What, when we kill the ads? You guys can do it. We'll get limit break soon. Don't stand in front of that. Oh, God. Everybody got nuked so hard there. But do we have to kill the ads before he eats the ads, maybe? Is he like... Yeah, I know you're saying from ads, but from ads in what respect? Them being alive, them being dead, them being tethered, them walking over to him, them hitting us in some way. There's so many ways. Okay, we need to kill the ads. We have a healer alive still. Well, that's it. He's got swift cast. Does he have raise? Ah, all right. Let's try that again. When the ads die, they create an AoE. Okay, so we want to kill the ads away from the boss. Is this a checkpoint shortcut, or is that the way in? You seek to retreat, Craven! Amazing. How many people see this detail? All right. You're so hyped for Verum Rex, you can't wait to play it from your retirement home. What is Verum Rex? Is that some in-joke I'm not understanding, or is that an MMO that I've never heard about? You was disappointed Anima's just a dungeon boss, but it's quite a decent fight. Please don't tell me anything about Anima, really. My desperate hope is that he will cast Oblivion on me at some point during the fight. I mean, she's got to use Oblivion, surely. And I hope that it's a cool moment. Because I've played fights in 14, you know, like the Byakko fight where the whole thing, like all the floor melts away and you're suddenly in like a different realm or whatever, and then a bunch... Like, Oblivion would work. 100%. I've seen them do shit that would be Oblivion-esque in this game already. So, I hope for that. And yeah, it just being a dungeon boss instead of a full-blown trial is a bit of a shame. But as far as I don't know. I know what 2 of the trials are in Endwalker. I don't know what the 3rd one is. But it'd be a bit weird for it to be those 2 massive bosses. Massive story bosses. I don't think I can avoid Rake. Rake looks like the tank buster, but it doesn't have a telegraph on it. Okay, so what do we do? So I don't aggro them. Let them... I'm going to put him over the Lion's Breath. Stay away, I think, is that? Alright, he doesn't have any buffs. I'm just trying to pull the boss away from the ads, since you're saying that the ads... Yeah, I see that AoE. Oh. Okay. So yeah, hopefully min-eye leveling Anima will make it really, really fun. But again, that's going to be around level 90, and we're going to have a lot of buttons at that point, and I don't think there's a big difference between normal mode and min-eye level at that point. So we might be out of luck, to be honest. It might just be doomed to be bad. Oh god, yeah, he's eating me with Rake. It's a tank buster, and it's not really evident that it's a tank buster. I'll involve the next one. Okay, this is good. All the mobs are off in the corner. Let everyone else deal those. Oh, he's going for another swing. Swinge. Stay behind him. Oh, he's got a tether. Oh no, he's getting buffed. He got buffed from a tether there. Alright, I'm going to involve this Rake. No, that's the Lion's Breath. That's Flamethrower. Stay away from that. Okay. And now when he does it... Oh, Hallowed Ground. There it is. Hallowed Ground. This is the moment that I died last time, actually. Look at that. 0 damage. That's so cool. Holy shit, nice. So good. Awesome. Okay. So yeah, treasure chest, and we run out this way. Looks like we're leaving to over there. Was that the second boss? That was the first boss, right? It is funny with these dungeons being a little bit slower pace. Like, my expectation is we're over halfway, but we're not. Oh god, I've really fucked this up. We're not going to survive this. There's no way. I'll do what I can, which is to low blow and start spamming these. Oh my god, we're doing it, just about. We're making it. Oh my god, we made it with flying colours there. Dude, that felt like some good tanking right there. I mean, maybe it would have been better to just keep spamming the big AoEs, because ultimately they die quicker. There's probably some kind of threshold where stunning is the right thing to do versus AoEing is the right thing to just end the fight quick enough. Maybe I should wait for the healer to get a bit of mana before this next fight. When you get out of combat, they regen real quick. We're okay. Blood and thunder, blood and fire. Look, it's a heretic. They're heretics. I didn't even really realise that this is what we were dealing with now. Someone said that's the next game Square is going to work on after Kingdom Hearts is done. Also, Verum Rex appears in Kingdom Hearts as a fake commercial. Oh, I see. And what, is it an MMO or something, or is it just a mainline game that they're interested in? See, I tried Kingdom Hearts a little bit when 3 came out, and it just did not grab me at all. And whenever I read about it with, like, you know, there's 1,000 versions of different games to slowly, maybe vaguely get into the story, there's just something about it that's just too impenetrable for me, and I don't know. Also, it felt to me in 3 like the Disney stuff was much more overwhelming than the FF stuff. Like, the idea of what I was most excited about with Kingdom Hearts 3 was the idea of a Final Fantasy Toy Story crossover. That to me sounded just insane and just the coolest thing. But it would seem to me that nowadays Disney is the bigger, much bigger property or whatever. I don't know. Gaming's more mainstream, so the really wacky blend of the two IPs Because it's such a crazy thing, isn't it? It's such a weird blend of IPs that existed in 1 and 2. It's like the balance has shifted now. It's not really the same anymore. And I don't know, I was just kind of disappointed by it. It wasn't what I thought it was going to be, and I don't know, the combat didn't really grab me in a major way. Okay, so we got these cannons here, and we got to shoot the cannons at that dragon over there that's otherwise, I don't know. What's that doing? Somebody shot a cannon. So we got ads with us now. I should probably AoE. Sorry, I don't have my enmity bar on, but I knew I had the aggro for most of them. Face on them running over. So yeah, Kingdom Hearts is a weird thing. I don't know, guys. I'm not necessarily a fan of the way that the franchise is operating in modern times. This game's really good. It takes a long time to get really good, but it is really good. You know, just because they announce an FF17 or something, I'm not immediately going to play it. 16 just came out, and I haven't played it, and I don't have much interest in playing it because I don't trust the quality really. Or it's not what I'm looking for. Let me put it that way. It's not what I'm looking for. So, oh my god, the holies. The flashbang of doom. I'll tell you, there is one project they could announce that I would immediately be quite excited about. Here we go. He's finally flown down now. And that is if FF17 is their third MMO. It feels about right, doesn't it? 11, 14, 17, you know? So you get 2 main series games between each, right? It feels about right. So, you know, this whole thing, Endwalker was really the big end of this story, and now they've sort of done a bit of attack-on story with Dawn Trail. It's been a bit divisive, whatever. If they decide, all right, let's just fresh start, let's just do another MMO with better netcode at its base and all that. If they announce a third MMO, I would jump on that immediately. I don't have the sub-fee leeriness. ArenaNet haven't shown us anything yet that would take me away. I would jump on it immediately. Speaking of ArenaNet, actually, oh my god, yeah, there was... Oh, I haven't decided if I want to talk about what happened yesterday. Yeah, the Steam stuff with Yodels. I don't know, is it wrong to talk about it? I don't know. There was kind of like a half leak. ArenaNet posted something to Steam, so you can see what their next project is. And I didn't do it. It came out like yesterday in the evening, and I was busy anyway. But I don't know whether I want to do a video about it. I guess talking about it in the middle of a Final Fantasy thing isn't much better. Oh, look, an Adamantoise! This is cool. Look at this thing. So it's taking no damage. So here's how you do this fight. This is the terrible boss fight. You have to go over to these cannons. You have to interact with them. And then you have to use these buttons. You got Iron Kiss. Fires an explosive projectile at the designated area. Or Spindly Finger. Fires a lightning aspected projectile at the designated area. So one of them stuns. So I think skill 2 is the stun. We're supposed to interrupt that global. Heavy fortifications. Fire with care. Ow, I hit myself. Oh, it ricocheted. Right. How does this work? Did that do damage to it? It ricocheted again. Maybe we have to stun him to stop it ricocheting? But it's awful. This is Zaitan, basically. You're going to sit there, spamming the button. I guess I'll just aggro these. And all 4 of you are in separate corners, basically. Like, this is going to hurt. I hope he has Medica too. Do I need to kill these? I don't know. Circle of light there. Use 2 when he's doing the AoE. Don't shoot when he's got the shell. I see. So I need to target him and look at his buffs while on the cannon, which I wasn't doing before. And do we ignore all the mobs, the random mobs? He's still got so much health. Look at all the mobs! Oh my god! Oh my god! Everyone's dead. All right, I'll die as well. Let's stand in the deepest bit of the pie here. Take as much damage as possible. This might be brutal. This is a really, really tedious fight, and if it gets really hard, then that's going to be awful. Actually, it's not Zaitan. That's unfair. It's far more engaging than Zaitan, let's be real. FFX and 7 are connected. I don't know how I feel about the canonicity of saying that like a fact. That to me, I think that's misleading to say that. I know that in Remake, they have a picture of Shinra, and it literally looks like Shinra from X2 as an adult. And there is a clear nod and reference to it. I know that. I know that it's the modern studios continued teasing about the idea that it's the same. But I would still say that it's not. I wouldn't describe it that way. I would say they're two separate universes, two separate stories, two separate installments of the anthology, with almost nothing related. However, the devs have teased in some fun, playful ways that they might actually be the same universe. And I know that's a very wordy way of describing the situation. I don't know how to explain that in a shorter way. It is, but it isn't. Or it isn't, but it is. You know, whether it will ever meaningfully mean anything, you know, it's just a bit of fun, really. Right, okay, so we got to interrupt the big attack. Let's see what we got here. Let's get on Bertha here. Target the mob. Oh. Ow. Jeez, okay, I'm on the cannon, but a mile away from the cannon. Okay, let's try this again. Get on the cannon. Where's my skill bar? There. Target the boss. Oh, what? How am I supposed to target? How am I supposed to know his... Alright, I'm going to... how do I do this? I'm going to set him as a focus target. Okay, do we all have to interrupt? Is it all of us? Oh, we did it. Well done, guys. I say we. I didn't do anything. Okay, I have him as a focus target, so hopefully I'll see when he's reflecting. Oh, there he's reflecting. Oh, it's when he's glowing red. That's when he's reflecting, when he's glowing red. So I don't need... Oh, and he does have a buff, actually. Or he did for a second. Oh my god, why am I doing so badly at this? Just keep on hitting. You don't even get damage numbers, right? How sad is this? He's spinning and knocking people away. Oh, that's a ricochet as well. Okay, so while he's spinning... Do we have to kill these mobs? I'm going to leave him alone, I guess. And let the knights fight them. Alright, we interrupt now. Nice, got it. Look at this UI, by the way, guys. Purple when it's too close, red when it's okay. Who would do this? Who would set red as the colour for when it's valid? Alright, he's ricocheting because he's small. Oh god, we're getting low, careful. Oh god, he's blowing one of the cannons up. Oh no, we had a Dragoon on it and he didn't get away. Oh god, the mage is sprinting over now, I think, to raise. I'm going to just keep doing this. So we can, let's change that to spindly finger there. Okay, interrupted it, that's good. Let's keep on casting. I know, I could bind these. I could do a totally different setup where these are bound. Oh, this is like one of the only places that's going to be like this, though. Okay, he's no longer glowing. Oh, I can't interrupt now. Hopefully somebody else can. Nice. No, not nice. Maybe we all wasted an interrupt last time. It might also be like stability, classic Guild Wars stability, where you have to, like, multiple people have to do it. He's getting low. We've nearly got him. He's got maybe 15%. Keep going, guys. He's probably going to reflect again in a second. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, is he coming to me? No, he's going over there. Can I hit him while he's doing that, or is that a ricochet too? Kill him. Ignore the ads. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm doing. It's going to be just us on the cannon in the end. One more. Okay, why did I end up enjoying that so much? I guess because there was a little bit of tension to it. You know, normally there's not, and it's just a time sink. It's horrendous. Pass on all of those. Okay, moving on, guys. To the final boss. Holy shit, I'm just going to fight these and only these. I don't remember the arm's length. Like, oh, fuck. I don't know. I should have involved. I saw my health was going down. I didn't do enough about it. Oh my god, look, they ate us alive. Oh my god. There you go. And you get a good example of the Transcendence grace period there. From this dungeon, you can get a blue mage spell that's very strong. It's called Diamond Back. You get it from the turtle boss. Oh, does it allow you to be a tank? because blue mages can be everything, right? Based on what... Literally, guys, it's like playing Guild Wars 1. You select your skills however you want out of a global pool of skills. Let's throw this up early here. There's only 4 mobs this time. Let's stun one. So I'm only getting hit by 2 now. Holy shit, it's so deadly. Alright, I'm involved. Okay, I don't think we have the healer with us. Oh, yeah, we do. He got me. Just about. Nice. Yeah, what did people say about the Guild Wars thing? Oh, there wasn't actually many messages about it, really, I don't think. It's skimming. Yeah, basically, there's again, it looks like a small project from ArenaNet that they'll be announcing at some point soon, probably. And it looks a bit weird, but maybe like a good idea as well in terms of like. So one thing I'll just generically say about Guild Wars and about ArenaNet at the moment is, in my view, it's been a long time since they've had a lot of attempts at making other MMOs and doing other things and releasing other games, and they've all kind of fallen through. It's now at this point been a long time, right? 2012. It's been 12 years. Okay, 12 years since they've had like a totally new product from nothing. You know, they haven't done nothing. They've been doing expansions and all kinds of stuff. They're obviously a studio that putting a lot of work in and doing a lot of stuff. But it's been a long time since they've released something from nothing. And, you know, there's maybe certain practices and elements of doing something like that they're a bit rusty on at this point, and they maybe need a bit of a tune-up or whatever. So the idea of releasing a small game at this point, a smaller project that doesn't have so much pressure on it, and so much cynicism from the community, and so much like expectations. Something at a lowest price point, something that can connect to the broader game and franchise, so it still feels meaningful, but it is smaller. I think it's a very good idea, you know. Just to sort of, you know, grease the wheels a little bit, if you will. So I think that's fine. And I'll be excited, obviously, I'll be excited to play whatever it is that they do. I don't know whether I should talk about it more specifically than that. I don't know what they've asked partners at this point. I don't know whether they've said to partners, hey, don't say anything. So I guess I'll hold my tongue. Armor is not broken. I was a little bit worried there that it was going to be breaking. This is hard. This is really, really difficult. Was I playing shit there, maybe? I don't know. There's a good chance it was, because if I'm talking about something else, you know, brain power is being used up. It's been 20 years since WoW was released. Oh, is that in response to what I just said? I mean, but the thing is with that, you know, Blizzard do a lot of things. They don't just do WoW, you know. There are other games and other projects that have got over the finish line. And yeah, I do think as well, I think going that smaller scale is a good idea in terms of like audience expectations and stuff. Also, the thing that appeared on Steam seems to me to be a little bit like Guild Wars 1 leaning. So it's possible they can spend a little bit less money on a new project like that. Have that Guild Wars 1 leaning thing. Now, if they're looking at a Guild Wars 1-ish thing, who's their captive audience there? They're 20-plus-year-olds, right? 20, 30-year-olds. I.e., for most of them, people with careers and money. So they might be able to get some, you know, some microtransaction cash off of that audience. On the other hand, maybe there's just too many lapsed at this point. I guess they would have done their market analysis, I'm sure. I am gonna hallowed ground right now. I'm fucking terrified. This is so strong. It's just like just 10 seconds of straight up I'm fine. How long is Super Belay? Because that puts you to 1 health, right? So it must have some kind of upside to it. Oh, here we go. This is the end of the dungeon, I think. Woohoo! The main storage vault gate. I like how we've had a lot of NPCs fighting with us in this. Allied NPCs, you know, NPCs to defend. Oh, we can't get in there yet. I think we've got to go find a key from somewhere. Oh, there it is. And here we've actually got soldiers fighting with us. In the Gladiator pit, we had a lot of other people. ArenaNet has 300 employees, while Blizzard has 13,000. Yeah, I mean, that's another thing. It's so tacky talking about this stuff as just like an ignorant nerd, right? Like, these are totally different cultures and studio sizes with totally different capabilities, you know. You should expect the same thing of both of them. Not that I'm saying any of us did, but, you know. Anyway, there we go. Nice, simple little intro. So this is the Giraveganus. This is Giraveganus. Wait, we're gonna. This is Giraveganus, guys. Now it reminds me a little bit of a place, Giravegan in 12. Maybe referential? I don't know. You can't aggro these, just dodge their tails. Okay. Well, here we go. Ready? Trema looking confident there. Nice battle music. Okay, so probably... Oh, God. Oh, fuck. I just immediately ate something. What was that? Oh, he's getting melted. Oh, wait. Is this the actual boss? Did we already do the... What happened last time we were here? Were we avoiding the blue floor? The blue... I think we were, because I talked about how the telegraphs can be different colours. They're not always just orange, right? Holy shit. Yeah, he doesn't care about aggro. He has no aggro table. This is like some of the Moogles in the extreme. Oh. This lag. I'm doing my best, my absolute best, to not blame the lag. I blamed the lag on one telegraph at Titan. I don't think I've blamed lag since then. I'm going to provoke that. I don't know whether I should. I don't know whether it matters. Looks like we got 2 to kill. Oh, God. It's funny, a fight like this, where the tank doesn't even get to have any control, I'm basically just on easy street, right? Because I have all this tankiness, but it's not even necessarily being used. I like how there's so much content in this game they can do stuff like this. You know, if Guild Wars ever released a raid fight where one of the roles just did nothing, people would bitch hard about it. But here it's like there's so much content, you know, they can have fun with it. What does the community think about this boss? I have no idea. I don't really have any strong feelings about it when I get it in a roulette. You just kind of hit them and then... I don't know if you have to kill these at the same time. We might be in the middle of wiping here if we have to sync kill them. The tail swing is bigger than you thought. Oh, God, we lost our mage. Uh-oh. Our white mage. Right, well, there's one. One's dead. Okay, there's a big tail attack. How am I supposed to tell where that's going? Okay, that's just a big fireball attack. Not sure what that is. Another big fireball. Oh, good job to the Dragoon. Keeping alive. He's been dodging super well. Oh, God, but hold on. Okay, we didn't... Please don't die, Dragoon, because I don't want to have to DPS this all. It's going to take us so long. Oh, God. So don't stand. Oh, he got smacked. All right, what do I do now? Do I reset this, or do I just slowly grind it to death? Because I think... Well, actually, that fireball might end up getting me killed. He's doing it again, right? I need to sprint away, probably. Oh, no, you know. Okay, I can figure this out. Fire. Just don't stand in front of his face. Don't stand at his... He's charging there. That's the charge. He's charging again. So don't stand in front of that. That's the charge again. Oh. Wow, yeah, he tagged me with that. That's brutal. He's roaring. There's not going to be another one that spawns, is there? This flamethrower, and we're fine with that. That's a big old claw attack. I don't think I can do anything about that. There's a charge. Is it just random what he chooses to do? He gave himself a damage up at some point. There's another charge. And another one. Is there a pattern? Let's LB here. Stronghold. So he's roaring there. Is that going to give him a damage buff? No. Oh, that's the tail. I didn't want to be in front of that, but it's okay because we had our limit break on stronghold, so we didn't really take much damage there. Fireballs, definitely don't want to eat those. Just keep moving. Is he going to fireball twice in a row? He is. So I'm just running over here. Oh my god, he didn't even get anywhere near me. Flamethrower, that's fine. Oh, that big swipe, maybe you can do. Maybe I should just keep spinning around him, make everybody dizzy. Another Shelltron. We tried to time the Shelltrons, you know. He charged. There's another charge. And another one. I think we got this. He's definitely dying. There's a roar, our reprisal. I think we're actually very slightly gaining health at the moment. There's a tail, be in front. I don't know what that is. Oh, that's the fireball again. Is he going to do 2 in a row? Oh, God, no, he's trying to roast me. I think it's random. I really don't think there's a pattern here. Whee! Should we let him burn to death with the Circle of Scorn? Yeah! Whee! I don't know whether it would have been quicker to wipe there. But even you can't GG, so I kind of had to fight on in a way, so... That was probably quicker than redoing the whole fight. Do I have any heals yet? No, I don't think so. Oh yeah, that's going to be another thing. Dude, this is easily my favourite tank. Because I get to heal people as well. As I said, I've experienced on Monk everyone being dead except me and another tank. And together, as long as you play well, you can just clear the content. Because the Paladin can top you up whenever there's a raid wipe. Oh my god. Yeah, Paladin's amazing. I really like this. Shirt of the Divine Light. Oh, look at how divine, everybody. I'm not wearing any trousers, I guess. Brilliant. So one more dungeon. Do you know what, guys? I think, well, I don't know. We'll see how we feel when we do the 3rd dungeon. I might put the delivery Moogle into its own thing. We shall see, though. Okay, so, wait, Blood for Stone is not finished. That's weird. Often, the quest would just be done already, right? The quest... You finish the quest by starting the dungeon. This time, though, we do have a follow-up moment where we go back to a guy. Yeah, Rinlock has no pants. I'm not dismounting. No, I didn't speak to the Lalafell after finishing the dungeon because I couldn't find him. I didn't know where he was. Is he just back at Uldar, maybe? Uldar! Trema, I am glad to see you safely returned. By the grace of the Fury and the aid you have given us, we have taken back what is ours. Yet surely you saw what the Javanians left in their wake. A ruin. A blood-crusted eye in need of much physicking before it can resume watch over the dragons. Physicking. It will be long and hard work to rebuild the Stone Vigil. Long and hard. One battle ends, another begins. Our war is a holy one, and there is no rest for the pious, except in the arms of the Fury herself. Never shall we deplete the ranks of Ishgard's glorious dead. Never shall the prayers of the righteous be in vain. The dragons will perish. This I swear, by swords whole and broken. Da-da, da-da-da-da-da. Brilliant. So that leaves us now, guys, with one more dungeon. Now, this next dungeon that we're going to do is a very cool one. It's totally new. It's not a hard mode. It's a totally new dungeon. Let me take a look at my Google Doc. We're going to... oh, God, I didn't put it in the Google Doc. I put a bunch of information about the delivery Moogle stuff, which we're not doing yet, I guess. Right, so this quest is collected. Hullbreaker Isle. The main event. You know, this is like going to a concert, right? You've seen the supporting bands. Now here comes the main act. Or not, I guess, because Wiki doesn't appear to be loading. No, okay. King of the Hull. Nice little reference to the TV show there is the quest name. We get it from Blowzong in Mordona. Okay. So let's pop back down here. It's so weird that I can see the Aetherite to Foundation right here, but I can't go there. Such a tease. I would say it's to encourage you to buy the X pack or whatever, but of course it's all free now. Blowsong. Or maybe once upon a time it was. King of the Hull. Hello. He has the satisfied look of a man who has found that which he seeks. You're Trema by the Onion. I was hoping you'd come by. I've got a message from an old friend of mine. Needs your help in an important task, he says. It's highly confidential business, so I can't give you his name. Let's just say he's well known in Limsa. Odds are you'll recognize him. Any road, I'm not at liberty to divulge anymore. If you've a mind to take on the task, head over to Limsa. Seek out a bloke named Denston. That's not my friend, mind you, but one of his men. Okay. Pretty generic intro there. Denzen. Oh, we didn't finish. Oh, no, there is a final bit of the quest. Corpse Groom. Hold on, let's go speak to him then. You guys are right. There is a little bit extra. There's an extra tack on here. You love Hullbreaker IO. It has a great aesthetic and the music's great. Every single new dungeon that they've done throughout this patch series has been awesome. I've really loved them. Final Fantasy players are just eating good, you know. They get a whole new dungeon optional. They get a couple of hard mode revamps, which nonetheless have story with them. At this point, right, okay, if we're as generous as possible to Guild Wars, right, where we say, okay, Guild Wars launched with 8 dungeons, but we're going to be really generous, right? We're going to say that the story one is different, and we're going to say that the 3 explorable paths are different. So that's 8 times 4, right? So that's 32 dungeons that they had, in theory, plus a bonus one in a raft. So that's 33 dungeons at launch in Guild Wars. And that's very forgiving, considering, you know, Subject Alpha being reused. Let's see where FF is here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. FF at this point on the 3rd patch has nearly matched it. As generous as we can be. If you're going to be a little bit less generous, I think it's fair to say maybe 16 dungeons in Guild Wars. And of course, Guild Wars didn't really add any dungeons as Living World went along. It added one, the Aether Path. I mean, it added dungeons, but it didn't fully integrate them into the rest of the game's systems for some reason. So it did like the Molten Dungeon, which, fair enough, that's a dungeon. But it's not a dungeon. There's not explorable paths. There's not loot specific to it, really. I mean, there was the Molten Gauntlets. There's not like an NPC. Do you know what I mean? Which is weird. There's the Aether Blade hideout as well. So it kind of did 2 dungeons, kind of. I don't know if you want to consider the Tower of Nightmares or the Breachmaker to be them, but that's kind of just main story places you go, right? I guess Fractals. Yeah, no, Fractals are good. Fractals didn't come later. They came earlier. Fractals are a very good point, yeah. I should think about Fractals. But were they adding Fractals around that time? I don't think they were they? Fractals had a batch that came out before Living World Season 1. They came out in, like, November. Look at the quality difference. Well, Fractals are amazing, by the way. And Fractals were out all before the 2.0 even landed. It's crazy. Oh my god, you guys hear that thunder? Anyway, sorry. Pio! It's finally over. Would that it could have been different, but what choice did we have? Do you know what? Guild Wars really does put its punches there. If we are forgiven of it, you can say 36 dungeons plus, what, another 12 with the Fractals? It's a pretty healthy amount. Let this be my last act as an adventurer. I've done quite enough harm as it is. I mean to go home and live out my days in... Huh? Oh my god, the thunder there? Oh my god! No! No, it can't be! Holy shit! I'm sorry, please forgive me. Trema didn't see anything. Ooh. Ooh. Happy Halloween! So, Edda will be back. This is like the Marvel end screen, you know, after the credits are over. Edda will be back soon, or whatever they say in Final Fantasy Endgame. It's funny, they have that message at the end of the Eternals as well. The Eternals will return whenever, and then it's just sort of ended up not happening. Sad stuff, I guess. All right, let's go to Lenosia now for something a little bit more pleasant. Let's get out of this crypt. We'll see more Edda after Heaven's Ward. You're gonna toaster. But yeah, these bonus dungeons are all very, very cool. And you know, if there's a lot of lessons each MMO can learn from each other, of course. But if there's one that stands above everything else, for me, playing through FF can be a bit tedious and it can be a bit slow, but I'm always so excited to get to the next dungeon. I really like the dungeons. Yeah, and we've still seen nothing in terms of like how cool they get, in terms of just visuals and vibe and all that. And it just, if there's any one lesson I would love Guild Wars, it would be to have more dungeon type experiences integrated into the game. It seems like such a shame that we've lost out on that. And you know, there's so many great designs from the launch of Guild Wars 2. Have a story dungeon, which is easy and simple, and then an explorable one later for people who are actually in guilds and want to, you know, really try it. And they just sort of, they never followed up on, like, so much of it. I don't know. It is what it is. Hindsight is 2020. Wait. Now let's be clear here. It says the character is here, but they're clearly not here. So we need to go down, but we don't need to go into the other loading screen down. We need to stay on this loading screen. So we go this way. Does WP know that he's haunted now? Oh, is Trema haunted? Is that the idea now?
You're Trema, are ya? The chief will be pleased that you came. Now, time's of the essence, so I'll get straight to business.
He sounds like an old man in Pokemon or something.
During your travels, might must be you heard tell of old Mistbeard, the legendary pirate. Hells, I'd be surprised if you hadn't heard of the bloke. Ain't a soul in Limsa who don't know his exploits.
Yeah, we did hear about Mistbeard, I think. Didn't Melvib mention him briefly? It was in the main story. There was a brief moment they talked about Mistbeard. To be honest, guys, I don't really remember very much about him. If anyone in the chat or the comments wants to fill me in, that would be kind of amazing.
Nary a ship on the 5 seas was safe from Mistbeard's grasp. Not even the Golden Fleet of Uldar. But one day, at the height of his notoriety, the man vanished without a trace while sailing the Roanoke. Since then, the rumors spread that Mistbeard had been left a treasure trove of plunder. Folk believe it's somewhere out there, just waiting to be plucked like a ripe fruit. Your task pertains to that treasure.
I'll take over from here, Denston. Oh, hello.
Chief!
I just bit my tongue. I have no idea how either. Something about doing that guy's voice. Greetings, my friend. It's been a while since you sent Leviathan to the bottom of the Indigo Deep. Before I begin, let me make it clear that I do not request your aid in my capacity as the Storm Marshal. Nay, the matter is purely private. With that detail established, I shall continue Denson's tale. For a time, folk had lost interest in Mistbeard's cache, since such was its elusiveness. But recent developments have treasure hunters across the realm stirring anew. South of Vilbrand, upon the Roanoke Sea, there lies... How do we say that? The seal delays. The seal delays. Along the fringes of these remote islands, there's an expanse of water into which few ships dare venture. Nature has conspired to perpetually shroud the area in a heavy mist. A man can hardly see his own hand in front of him. Be it by accident or intent, countless vessels have entered the mist, never to be seen again. Over the years, some few survivors have washed ashore with tales of an island hid within, and which appeared without warning to smash their ships into flotsam. So it was that the legend of Hullbreaker Isle was born. In the wake of the calamity, however, it came to be that the mist would lift under certain conditions. And as luck would have it, on one such day, a merchantman mistakenly sailed straight into the area. The ship eventually came upon a deserted isle, where it made an astonishing discovery. The Har, Mistbeard's own flagship, lying broken within a cove. Though he yearned to explore the wreck, the captain wisely chose to return to familiar waters before the mist could regather. Upon returning to Limsa Lominsa, he forbade his crew from revealing the discovery to a single soul, but word inevitably spread, as is often the way of such things. Even as we speak, treasure hunters are scrambling to find the way to the legendary Hullbreaker Isle, that they might claim Mistbeard's cache. I would have you get there before they do, Trema, and retrieve a single object from the Har, a golden coffer bearing Mistbeard's crest. So hold on, this is a private matter. Is this to help the citizens not hurt themselves? Are we just trying to steal the treasure first? The race is on?
The chief would do the job himself, but being a storm marshal is like to attract unwanted attention. That's why he wants ye to go instead.
That's not the way that we're supposed to pronounce that ye there.
So long as you bring back what he asks for, you're welcome to keep whatever else you find.
Though I make my request off the record, I must impress upon you that the matter is of grave import to our nation's future. I shall be praying for your success. Right. What is the importance of this goblet? I don't know. So this is it. We'll get a few million gil from this, I would assume.
Now, no doubt you're wondering how you get to the Isle. I've got a ship moored at the Morabee dry docks. Meet me there when your preparations are in order and I'll ferry you over.
Okay. That's the worst voice for that guy. He looks really young.
I've got a ship moored at the dry docks. Meet me there when your preparations are in order and I'll ferry you over.
Look at this. He's got a good view he's taking in. Lovely. Vilbrand, what a place. This guy's taking in a good view as well. I like the black and gold. Did I mention that before? Even the weapon is synchronized. Yeah, you can dye weapons in this game, by the way. I haven't done that, but it is a thing. Okay, King of the Hull. Back to Morabee. And Hullbreaker Isle, I guess. From now on, there is a chance of Edda's ghost appearing in the starting cities. So yeah, Trema is actually haunted. You're joking. What? How? Where? Are you serious? Does it stop when you progress the story far enough? Is it like seeing those like visions in, you know, the Veil Guardian visions in Guild Wars? Okay, in the main story they just mentioned that Mistbeard was a great pirate king, and they implied that Melvib's right-hand man was the guy. I see. If Guild Wars revamped its LFG system, it would help a lot. What, with more dungeons? Kind of, yes. I mean, absolutely, yes. But there is such a thing as the community finding their own ways through partying and socializing and stuff. Like it's not as essential as I think. Well, look, this is just Guild Wars is a mess. I'm sorry, it's just a mess. When you start talking about that, you start talking about compositions and the whole breaking of the Trinity thing, and like this game has a matchmaker that works because there's defined Trinity roles. Guild Wars came flying out of the gate telling everyone to hate the Trinity and that you were a fool if you liked it. So now there's a weird like contingent of the audience that won't accept a Trinity, which really hurts their new set. So now we have the weird Trinity substitute of like essentially there's a Trinity and then the boons are messed up and everything's a mess. It's just a mess. And it takes a lot of balls and a lot of real hammering to fix Guild Wars, and I don't think they're in a place where they'll ever do that. It's too risky. It's their only project. So it'll just sort of hobble along.
I'll get us there in one piece, never ye fear. I've been keeping an eye on the weather, and I know exactly when the mist will clear up. When you arrive, make your way into the wreck of the Har. Mistbeard's coffer's bound to be somewhere in there. As for how I'm supposed to get back afterwards, I'm sure you'll figure something out. The resourceful venturer that you are. I'll be waiting for you in Limsa. Okay, Hullbreaker Isle. Min eye level, Hullbreaker Isle. What is this going to be like? Oh my lord. And believe it or not, it's the first dungeon in this patch, not the hard mode. Upon the Rotano Sea, along the fringes of the island chain known as the Celiades, there stretches an expanse of water perpetually covered in heavy mist. Hidden within this impenetrable shroud is Hullbreaker Isle, so named for having smashed innumerable hapless vessels into flotsam over the centuries. In the wake of the calamity, however, it came to be that the mist would lift under certain conditions. On one such day, a merchantman sailed into the area to behold not only the isle itself, but also the wreck of the Har, the flagship of the dread pirate Mistbeard. The discovery has rekindled interest in Mistbeard's legendary hoard, and treasure hunters the realm over are now scrambling to find passage to the elusive isle. In we go. Oh, this guy's on Harambe here. You can repair my gear when it breaks in the dungeons. Okay. It might not break. We might one-shot it. 0 deaths, guys.
Here, I'll do a poll for you all. How many deaths? There you go, boom. I've said 0, less than 5, less than 10, or more than 10. Greater than 10. The weather is not great. I remember this being a very happy place. Very sunny and whatnot. This guy's cutscene's a lot longer than mine. Or maybe it was the loading screen plus the cutscene. Alright. Let's get out of here. Into Hullbreaker. What kind of horrifying monsters there are. This is quite open. This is less corridor-like. I guess because it's themed outside instead of being in literally a dungeon. Oh god, do we... how many do I aggro? That's the question. I never managed to tag that hornet somehow. I still haven't got the hornet. How is it possible I don't have that hornet? Oh, because of my stance. Jesus, every single dungeon today. That's wild. Every single dungeon. I've forgotten to put that on straight away. I must be very distractible. Or it's something about the fact that I'm on a paladin. I've hallowed ground here. See, hallowed ground, on the other invulns, it feels like it's a complete waste if you press them early like this. But it's useful on this one because it kind of like... it just gives the healer time to top you up, you know? Like it's handy anyway. On Warrior, it's like if you don't hit 0, and on Dark Knight, it's like if you don't hit 0. Oh, this is too many. Don't get any more on this. Let's start stunning as well, I think, here. Let's get a lot of stuns in. I'm just weaving stuns and nothing else right now. Okay, that's good. Not weaving, executing stuns. Should really put that, I don't know, when we get our 3rd skill bar, we can clean a lot of this stuff up. The rolling smash. Oh, sorry, the rendering smash. Rending smash. Rendering, Jesus. So the Minecraft modding I'm doing at the moment is getting to my head. I actually, guys, have been doing a little bit of JavaScript the past few days. Which is the first work I've done with Java for a long time, since before Guild Wars 2 came out. I used to do Java stuff at work before Guild Wars 2 came out. But not very much, and I never got very far with the language. But obviously, Minecraft built on it and all that, so I've been looking into mods like Cube.js and stuff, which has been a little bit of an interesting experience. Basically, just like modifying recipes and stuff, nothing too major. JavaScript is not equal to Java? Well, there you go, I don't know then. This bonus series may well be titled "The Many Deaths of Trema," but for the fact it's Macon half the time. That's true. Macon's died way more than Trema, surely, because of all the extremes. Yeah, I think it's just Java. No, I was learning about maybe 5 years ago. I was intrigued by the idea of learning Python, but I never really went very far with it. And by that I mean like not at all, really. Holy shit! Ow! Oh my god. Well, we haven't died so far. For anyone who voted 0 so far, we're doing okay. Oh, by the way, when I say deaths, I meant like wipes. Alright. Just to be clear, I know that half the people have voted already. Why have I not aggroed this thing? I mean wipes. There's traps on the floor. Oh, I see. Because like, I don't want to die and get rezzed and then die and get rezzed and it's a win, but suddenly it counts as 3 or whatever. You know, that's not what we're doing here. Oh shit. You remember the first time you played 14, you were so impressed that there was a meteorologist NPC that would tell you the weather for the surrounding the surrounding areas. It felt so immersive. Yeah, FF has some features like that, and they're quite cool. That was what I really liked about Classic, WoW Classic. Like, it felt in a lot of ways, like almost everything about the game, it had low quality of life in it, but it felt like an actual world to live in kind of thing. And I was always very, very impressed about that with WoW Classic. Man, the river doesn't look as good as I remember. Is it just because it's nighttime in Eorzea right now? It says it's 8:24 in Eorzea right now. That's probably around what it is in real life as well, actually. Oh no, it's 7:30. There should be a name for that, where IRL time matches in-game. You should get, you know... what would you get for that? I don't know. That was something that blew my mind about the old Pokemons. Like, playing Pokemon Gold when it first came out. That when it was night in real life, it was actually fucking night in-game as well. And it changed the Pokemon I could find and stuff. That game felt so insane. Just amazing. Oh god, he just did vulnerability. But it's short. Vulnerability usually is a sign that you've failed a mechanic. But for that one, if it's really short duration, it's not. Oh god, what's going on with the banana trees? What should we do? Do we give him bananas? I kind of don't want to be near him. Ow, look at this. Should we throw a banana at him? Does he want to eat one? He ate that banana, I think. He's empowered twice now. Oh god, maybe we should have planned this if we're going to really try to not die. Ah! So I'm just thinking with the delivery Moogles, right? So, delivery Moogles, there are like 14 quests in this patch. And then next patch there's 6 more. And then in the last patch there's 7 more. So it's a huge, but I don't know, it's hard to predict how long that actually really is. So I'm wondering maybe we do like a dedicated episode with all the patches of delivery Moogle stuff. All together, a bit like I'm planning to do for Hildebrand. Wait, does he have an ability called Stool Pelt, like he's throwing his poo at us? Is that what that is? I'm not using cover ever, and I feel bad. I want more opportunities to do that. Oh, ow. He smacked me hard there. He's got 3 buffs. Whatever the mechanic was here, we definitely didn't do it. Well, maybe we did. I shouldn't say definitely, because a lot of people were messing with the bananas. Hey, we got level! You notice the levels have slowed down a bit, but on the other hand, if I had been on a 4th class, we could have been leveling that. He threw his shit at Red Mage. Lovely. Though they didn't say that in as many words. I mean, they could, right? They use the word shite in this game, okay? So why could they could have given him an ability called Shite Throw, couldn't they? I mean, I wouldn't really use that word in that way, but Brown Mage. It's funny, when I was playing Guild Wars yesterday, I was doing like the hearts, and I was doing the Warclaw heart with the pen with the scat. They could have had it that. They could have just called it Scat Throw. Look at all the treasure chests. But they're mimics. It's not Bronzebeard's treasure, Mistbeard's treasure, Blackbeard's treasure. He's Mistbeard, right? Oh, it's another mimic. There's a really cool moment with a bunch of mimics in the Evilist storyline in this. So good. You barely enjoy living real life. You don't need another one in-game. Well, that's what it is. It's all escapism, isn't it? You know, I was reading about... So, WoW has added... I guess there was some big dinosaur mount in World of Warcraft a few years ago or something that people... You bought it in-game with, like, loot or something. We got a stone tablet and we put it in the impression. Look at this. And there was a... like, crossed cutlasses on the door there. Oh, they should have been FF12 style mimics. Yeah, they should have, like with the urn style chest. Yeah, so anyway, there was some big dino mount or something a few years ago. It cost loads of in-game gold. A big prestige item. Blizzard just brought it back, but you can buy it with real-world cash, and it costs like $75. Really expensive MTX item. Really, really expensive. And so obviously, like, there's a huge thread of people outraged about this. But it's one of those things as well, again, where I'm very, like, I don't really mind stuff like that at all. I've never had a problem with expensive MTX. I sort of think there's not a conversation to be had. No one is being forced to buy it. You can just not have it, you know? If someone, as an individual, has X amount of money IRL and they've decided that's worth it to me, and the market is selling at that rate, then Blizzard are within their right to sell at that level. If people are going to buy it at that level, then they should be able to. So, you know, you can be upset, I guess, at people who will happily spend that much money on it. But even that, I feel, is a little bit iffy, because it's like, okay, you'll say, I can't believe you spend that much. You could get all of Elden Ring and its DLC and all this. You could look at this game you could get. Look at this game. Look at this. It's not value for money. It's like, yeah, but to talk about it purely in terms of value for money is sort of missing the point. It's like getting your girlfriend a diamond ring for an engagement ring when you get, you know, when you're gonna when you get engaged. It's like, oh, you could have got so many more. No, it's prestige pricing. It's fashion. It exists in the real world. People buy really expensive handbags and clothes and stuff for the status of the thing. That exists in the real world. And you might be a little bit judgmental of it, but it's a very understandable human thing. There's no reason why prestige pricing shouldn't exist in these virtual worlds either. Now, you can say, oh, that's stupid. Why would you spend so much money on that? And then, you know, but that's no deeper than just saying it's stupid spending loads of time in an MMO. And it probably is, you know, people should be out living their real lives, you know, experiencing the delights of that is out there, you know. You should be having real experience. You shouldn't just be sitting here playing FF. You shouldn't just be sitting there watching YouTube streams of someone playing FF, guys. You know, so you can judge people for spending too much time on an MMO or any game, but people do, and once they're invested in it, then fashion pricing and prestige pricing is a thing. It's not a conversation, really. There's literally nothing to talk about. And I tend to get a bit cynical with conversations like that. Usually I feel like the only people who actually have something to talk about are those who don't have the real life money and are jealous. And on that I can understand people are being miffed, but no one's ever transparent about that. People don't say, oh, I wish I could get this, but I can't afford it. Nobody says that because, what, that's shameful, I guess, or something to them? Instead, they just say, I can't believe Blizzard's selling it for that much. It's like, you know, if people are paying for it, then people are paying for it. And it's not a surprise that fashion prestige pricing exists in MMOs. I mean, what are you judging here? The fact that people play the MMOs a lot in the first place? Then, you know, sort of, why are you even in the conversation at that point, you know? Yeah, people who play MMOs for hours and hours and hours and would spend that money are losers. If that's what you want to say, then just say that. But, you know, there's just this weird thing that they're not allowed. Like, the whole value for money comparison, like, oh, you could have bought Elden Ring and all this. I just think it's nonsense. And I tend to have that opinion with a lot of stuff. You know, if the market will bear it, if people will pay, then I don't see why the studio shouldn't be allowed to do that. You know, it's the same with, like, Star Citizen or whatever. You know, selling these ships for hundreds of dollars or whatever in an early access game. I mean, in a way, that looks ridiculous, but there's not really a conversation. If people are buying it, then they're buying it. You know? I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something there. There's obviously the broader level chat about, okay, microtransactions ruin games in terms of, like, oh, that would have been a cool reward I'd earned in-game. And fine, we can talk about that. But that's not what people are talking about. They're not attacking the idea of microtransactions altogether. They're not talking about microtransactions contaminating the space. They're literally just saying, for, you know, meaningful rewards in-game, they're literally just saying the price is what's wrong. The price is what they want to talk about. And there are a lot of people out there who will accept MTX as long as they can afford it. And, you know, oh, God, I probably don't want to be near these, right? Oh, shit. Run this way, not near the bubbles, probably. Oh, God, one of us died. I'm ranting about gaming, and I'm not focusing. Oh, I just tried to triple weave. I did. I clipped, guys. You should be outraged. For Star Citizen, yeah, I mean, you know, I do believe there is such a thing as ethics in the market. I do. And, you know, when we talk about Star Citizen, an early access game that's not really finished and it's taken this much funding and that, and is that right? And should these things be regulated? I don't know. We are ultimately in the entertainment industry, we're not talking about misallocation of taxpayer funds, right? We're talking about private studios in the entertainment sector finding what prices work for them. It's not really a big topic. There doesn't need to be that much oversight or regulation. If nerds are paying that much money, then nerds are doing that. Yeah, and I think it's a bit rich for people to bitch about the prices of game. I think people are really unfair to studios as well in terms of how much more expensive game development is now. And how much richer and tougher it is to make games now to keep up with modern technology. Shit, well, that was a complete waste. But no, it should be £40 forever. It will never cost us a penny more. You know, the gamers are so primitive, you know, like, I've just beat Horizon Horizon Forbidden West yesterday, by the way. Not the DLC, but I beat the game. Got loads of thoughts about that story. But anyway, I was talking about, like, how long it took to beat. It took me, like, 50 hours or something. But you can go to that website, How Long to Beat. Are we jumping down here? We are. Oh, my God. You can go to that website, How Long to Beat. You know, when you go to a movie, you see the runtime of the movie. When you pick up a book, you see how thick the book is. You get a good sense of how meaty it's going to be, how much time it will give you or whatever. But for games, there's still like just this standardized thing of, okay, how long is this probably going to take me to beat? You have to go to like a third-party website there that is trying to figure that out. It's funny, you know, little moments like that just remind me how primitive a lot of like the gaming industry is. You know, the fact that it's not standardized or talked about when we talk about quality of games, how much money you'll get, you know, because if you're spending $60 for a 2-hour experience, obviously that's not value for money. But it's not transparent until you go to X, Y, or Z, right? But is it value for money if it's, you know, 100 hours? I don't know. I'm rambling here, I suppose, to a certain degree. And I should probably catch up with chat to see what the hell is going on next. In terms of the next mechanic. We're doing okay, though, right? Have we beat 2 bosses? We did the monkey. Did we just do a boss that I ran it my way through? We did. We did the monkey and the slug. And now we've got to kill these seawater sprites to stop the water moving. This reminds me of Sunkra, the Sunkra fractal. As much as there are whales for Star Citizen, there are people like me who paid a one-off $40 for 2 games that aren't fully released yet, but have still given me hundreds of hours of janky gaming hype. Yeah, and look, and that's your decision to make, right? Like, I don't think anyone can come over to you and poo-poo that, you know. What was I reading? I was on a Steam review the other day, and someone basically summed up early access in a nice way, which is that ideally it should be, we're making this game, it's on its way to being a finished product, but it will be. But nowadays, early access basically just means, oh, the game's out and done, and it's been out for years and years and years. Just don't be mean to us because we're still putting patches in. You know, it's like an escape valve from legitimate criticism, just to say, oh, well, it's early access. And I think there is a little bit of that going on. It might have been Phasmo, actually. I might have been reading reviews about that. Because I've got a really nasty review on Steam. A really nasty review about that game. Even though I still play it a reasonable amount. And I've been wondering whether I should amend it. Because at the end of the day, if it's still capturing my attention. But yeah, people on that, are talking, because they got their big Halloween update coming out. People going on about, oh, I played this game years ago. I played this 4 years ago. It's still early access. It's been 4 years. Oh, those were the good old days. I'm like, what? No, that game just came out. That's a new game. Don't you tell me that's 4 years old. Same thing over and over and over and over again. All right, well, we skipped some mobs there, but that's probably okay, right? I'm really sad we did this at night. This is a really beautiful place during the day. We've done the whole thing just during the night. Well, there you go. Final boss. Woo! It's a Kraken. All right. There he is. What? This is so cool. This place, actually, I did some audio testing. With the when setting this LP up, because there's a geyser sound effect that's extremely loud, but I have it compressed out in OBS, so it should be alright. Alright, ready when you guys are. Hullbreaker Isle. I don't remember how this works, and on min-eye level this might be quite hard. Do we have to kill all the arms? We might have to kill all the arms. I really don't know. Yeah, this is very loud. If you set like your environment or your sound effects up, these water spouts are extremely loud. And you've got to ride them to get from island to island to island a lot. So I've been debuffed in some way with Wallop here. Do we all stay together? We can't hit the main Kraken here. Of course, we did fight a Kraken. No, did we? I don't think we did, actually. I had some kind of green telegraph on me there. What's the green mean? Oh, God. I think it means I just dropped that twister. Move, they say. Move. You've got to get away. Okay. I'm moving. Oh, God. We're all getting battered here. Yeah, don't stand behind me, because it's going to keep walloping in a big long line back there. So is the green thing a twist is going to appear and... Oh, clear out. Is that bad? Oh. Look, here's another one. Do we just kill tentacles to beat the boss? Dismember the arms and tentacles. 5 out of 10, it says. The arms and tentacles. Is there a difference? Crodo! Oh my god, one of them is low over there. Did we just not quite finish it off? I'll throw some shields at it. I really want to do this whole thing in the day. Is that mad? That is mad, isn't it? We're doing alright here. 3 more to go. There will always be rage bait creators who love to crap on Star Citizen specifically. They just aren't the target audience. Yeah, to be honest, I don't... Oh, here we go. I got the orange thing again. I feel like I need to run away. We've got to get... I'm going to go this way, I guess. Did I drop it as I fell? To be honest, I know very... Oh, God, I dropped it here. That's probably not good, is it? I know very little about the game, except... It's like a big space sim. It's like Elite Dangerous, right? Or Eve. It's like Eve... It's like... I don't know what it is, really. Is it mostly about the flying? But you travel to the... Okay, what I remember is I saw a demonstration of it once years ago in which a guy was in a spaceship in space and then he landed on a planet and there was content on the planet and there was no loading screen. And that was kind of the big deal because a lot of games in that genre had loading screens. That's all I really knew. I'm messing up my thing badly here. Okay, last tentacle is dead. No, it's not. It just repositioned. It's over there. Oof, I've been inked. That's a cool looking effect there. Oh, and the ink went away when I went in the water. Ow. Oh. Okay, where is he though? I don't see where he is. Oh, I'm dying to the ink. Oh god. Alright, here it is. Here's the last tentacle. Oh, do we make it? We haven't died yet, right? We're actually making it right now. Can we go the whole way though? That's the question. Or did I die earlier while I was ranting? Might have. Oh, somebody's limit breaking it. Is this the end of the boss now, or do we actually fight the boss afterwards? Boom! Oh my god, we did it, guys. Wow. Who believed? 17% of you voted on 0, and you were alright. Good job, guys. I think that was a crazy vote, though, by the way, because we were dying a lot. Man, what a patch. I can't believe it. The main story was so long this patch. Then we get all these dungeons, the Moogle stuff, not even looking at like the nerdy endgame bits. Beautiful. Let's jump over there and walk out the actual exit. Oh my god, guys, amazing. Let's go... wait, but we didn't really grab... Okay, we got the coffer there. I thought we would go into a big treasury room, but I guess we didn't. Let's see, key items. A complex lock prevents any and all from uncovering the secret of the legendary Pirate King Mistbeard's treasure. Okay. Mistbeard's treasure. Is that how I should have said that? Close the poll. Yeah, I need to remember to do that. Closing the poll is something I'm forgetting. People can now come in late and be like, oh, and get it right, even though they've spoiled it. Oh, sorry, you guys don't get to see the percentages until I close the poll. Right, only I'm seeing that. For my eyes only, is it? So that's why you want to see the poll close, so you can actually see the results. Okay, where do we go up here? Well, this wasn't quite the Costa del Sol treasure hunting adventure that I was hoping it would be. But it was good. Okay, so we go upstairs and then downstairs, weirdly enough. Oh, well, -5 and less than 10 and less than 5. You're right. But, you know, that's not what we meant, obviously.
Good to see you back in one piece and with Miss Beard's coffer, no less. Let's have a look at it then.
Okay. Oh, no, you could see them already? Okay.
The lock's still intact and there's no sign of it being tampered with. You did good, venturer. The chief will be right pleased.
And indeed he is. I knew you wouldn't disappoint me, my friend. You have my gratitude. It's funny, I thought there'd be mechanics about the mists there, you know, maybe like we're on a time limit before the mist recedes, or there'll be a moment where it's like misty and then it reveals a path, and then it's misty and then it reveals a path. Now, you're curious as to the contents, I do not doubt. Having risked life and limb to retrieve the coffer, you've more than earned the right to that knowledge. The coffer holds the secret to Mistbeard's identity. Whoa. Menacing, is it not? This mask, my friend, has been worn by all the individuals who have borne the name Mistbeard. I love how he's got this priceless, treasured artifact, and he just puts it on his head. You know, you're not supposed to touch that stuff without even wearing gloves, right? But what's that giant archive in the UK? You know, like the channel network, 60 Symbols, based on out of Nottingham University, I think it is. They did a channel where it's all about artifacts, real life artifacts. Basically, they get behind the scenes at a museum and they put gloves on and they get to touch. Like there'll be, I don't know this for sure, but I don't doubt that there's an episode on like the Magna Carta and stuff. It's really cool. I was watching it maybe like a year and a half ago. Anyway, you got to be careful with this stuff. Not just put it. Can you imagine picking something up and just putting it on your head? Aye, Mistbeard was not one man, but many. For generations, both name and mask have been inherited by those deemed worthy. And so the legend continued. I see. So you're Mistbeard now. But now that legend will come to an end. Oh, we got nice music here. Now that legend will come to an end, for the last Mistbeard has found new purpose in life. One woman and her dream of a brighter future for Limsa, Melvib. As you know, ours is a nation founded by pirates. It's in a Limson's blood to desire to be his own master, to reject authority and take what he wants. Some among us believe that piracy is a time-honoured tradition, but so long as we cling to this tradition, we will never know lasting prosperity. These were the woman's words, and Mistbeard saw wisdom in them. He swore to do all in his power to make her dream reality. In the future, she envisioned, there is no place for pirate kings, but in the tales of fishwives. And so Mistbeard has chosen to consign himself and his predecessors to the pages of history. The mask symbolises an obsolete way of life, yet it is not without power. Should it fall into the wrong hands, another Mistbeard will rise. Hot-blooded Laminsons will gather in its dread banner, and piracy will continue. The mask will never see the light of day again. On this day, the Pirate King Mistbeard draws his last breath. Denson, I trust you know what to do. What? You're going to trust him to destroy it? What if he doesn't? Why do we go back there in hard mode? What's the hard mode, Hullbreaker Isle?
Aye, aye, Chief. Give it a bit of time. The rumours of treasure will fade, just like the mist clearing.
But the boat is there. So we're burying history. So yeah, this is a thing I haven't really talked about, I guess, so far in the series. But, you know, they're pirates, but sort of moving on from piracy. Do you want to see something from 1.0? There used to be a window here. Really? That's quite interesting. Don't you guys worry. 1.0, I got my plans. We have fun stuff coming up with 1.0. Thought you'd have your way with a pair of maids, did you? Blushing maids, did you? Now empty your purse before we slick your wick and toss it. Oh my god. What is that pose? She's like 100% giving the Bedjam eyes and everything there. Look at that. Oh, come here, lovey. and it's this guy, but she's getting ganked now. I was just saying how they're not pirates anymore, but look at this. They've lured him in with their feminine wiles. Oh, the texture? What about the texture? It has a window. Oh, what the hell? Wait, so this was a building in 1.0, and in 2.0 they didn't quite... So the texture's broken? Is that what you're saying? Or am I being an idiot and looking at the wrong thing here? Because it looks like there's a bit of a building there. Throwing it back while robbing a dude. Yeah, she can stop being seductive now, you know. You're in the robbing phase now. I guess she just likes standing like that. What a lady. Oh look, it's a Exali? You'll see. No, it's a Sahagin, that's what I wanted to say. We'll get the gold in no time. Oh, these cities are so good. There's not been enough of this in the Let's Play. Of me just running around, seeing what people are talking about. Beautiful. Guys, I'm going to leave it there today. I know, it's only 2.5 hours. We've just swung like a pendulum from a 7-hour episode to a 2.5 hour. But, you know, it's a bonus part. I don't think these need to be too long. To be honest, I want to kind of rest a little bit after the big marathon. People have got a hell of a lot to watch and catch up on, like a hell of a lot. So I'll leave it there. Now, next time I might do a dedicated Moogle delivery episode, or we'll just barrel on with 2.4 and the final Primal. And what will hopefully be a really fun extreme. Thank you to everybody who came along. Thank you to everybody who played. Thanks for the fun chit-chat. It's been really nice. Thanks to John Sellers with those memberships and Anve earlier with the memberships earlier. It's really nice to sit down and, you know, earn a little something each one of these. So thank you, guys. I hope you're having fun with it. And I'll see you for the next one, which I'm very excited for. Take care, guys. Have a good evening. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Wait, that's a part of the Makote pose emote. So if I'm a Makote, I can stand like that, can I? And get free items from lonely nerds. All right, take care. That's not really a thing in MMOs anymore, is it? Take care, guys. Bye-bye.